feel like that's just like a place to fucking get all our shit stolen.
Who invited the beaver?
That's my fiance.
Oh, is that your
Still a
fiance?
beaver.
That's my fiance.
He's
Oh,
still a
my
criminal.
bad. I forgot.
Excuse
Don't
me.
call him a
Don't call
criminal.
him
He's
that.
more than a criminal.
Listen, I've
He's
seen
more
that
than
man.
his rap sheet.
He's a criminal.
Are you sure it's that man? There's so many of them. How do you know it's
Yeah,
that
how do you
one?
know?
Exactly that man. Repair my car
I
and
don't
also
want
Hi,
rob
him
a
Chester.
store.
speaking.
What?
Hi, Chester.
Hey, Dave.
How you doing?
Chester, they're accusing you of doing crime.
What?
Yeah, how
the
dare
one with
they?
The hat in the middle back there.
Yep,
You want to do
the
something
British
about it?
one.
British
Oh.
man?
Mm-hmm.
It's Scottish, not
Oh,
British.
shit.
He sounds British.
Same
He's
thing.
All the
he's across
same,
the
all
ocean.
the
It don't
same.
matter. Hey, who
That's
got
right.
that
Don't
They
heat
call me
stolen?
British, just getting put in cuffs.
Why don't you come
British.
up here,
You are
man?
British.
Yeah,
What
might
are you
put
gonna
paint
do?
up or something.
Alright, both of you going in cuffs in a minute.
British.
Okay, come on, let's do it.
That's
Come on,
very
come on,
British of you.
man.
Oh shit!
Get him,
Oh,
Chester.
shit, get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Damn, he's moving around.
Show him, Chester.
Get his A.
Come here and say it
Get
to
his
my
eye.
face.
Mm-hmm.
Criminal.
Oh.
Oh, he's not washed. That's right,
Oh.
baby.
Neither am I.
here.
Come on, Chester.
You know,
What the
one.
hell?
You know, here's the thing. One could argue that
Chris?
he was a coward because he had to resort to his
Word.
equipment instead of just saying it directly to his
Damn.
face.
Damn,
That's
Harry, you just
right.
didn't-
That's right. Say it with your fucking
Damn,
fist.
I just got fucking
Don't
done.
That's
No, it's
crazy,
say what
man.
you
Cops
That's
wearing
gotta
Air
be
Force
done.
Ones and
Say with my fucking
Vans.
fist.
Who is? Oh, yeah, no, I see that.
Blend in right here with the flag, okay?
I just
Yep,
got ego, dude.
camouflage.
Big
Same rice
ego.
bowl.
Oh yeah.
Is there anybody else coming or no?
I have no idea.
Yeah, don't mind the statue. Okay,
So,
got
honey,
it
is your
hand
name gonna
carved.
be Honey Beaver?
Honey Bun Beaver. I'm keeping my name.
Modern woman right here.
Mm-hmm.
You want to hyphenate it? I can do that.
Yeah, Bun Beaver.
Oh. You guys let me know. I'll give you a marriage certificate and everything.
Well, you know, we gotta get married first, no?
Well,
Or
no
you
He's
did
shit.
it
offering it
before.
for after.
Shut up back there, Dean.
All right, well, technically,
up,
you get a marriage
Joshy.
license, then
Speak
you
with
get
your
married,
chest,
and then
sir.
you get the certificate
Don't
after.
talk to your.
Oh yeah, we'll
command
worry
like
about that
He's
after.
my-
You
I'm
know,
talking to
my
we can do all
friend
that
right now.
after.
You're in a shift meeting. He's your command.
It hasn't started, obviously, considering we still have beavers in the
Are you
building.
clocked in?
10-4.
Then it started.
I'm not clocked in.
Well, then you don't
Kidding.
get given.
Crazy.
Have a good night.
Period.
He doesn't have to listen to
Lakers
you.
in
He's not even
5.
plugged in.
Oh, he turned around. Oh,
What a pussy.
He'll be back. He
that
did the same
guy
thing
was
yesterday.
fucking-
He's going back in
Yeah,
5
he's
minutes.
dramatic as fuck.
Yeah,
Like
he
somebody's
is.
gonna
Didn't
chase
even have a
after
bun.
his ass. All right. Anyways, fuck. Listen. All right. Let me break it down for you, okay? I'm here. We're all here to have a great time, okay? Okay. As Patricia says every fucking minute, have fun. Okay, but don't listen to him. Listen to me, because it has to be within reason. Okay, because at the end of the day, people are still gonna fucking be upset when they get arrested. Okay, you know they don't want to go to jail. Who would want to go to jail? Not me. You know. So you know, just typical things. Keeping your spacing and chases. If somebody bumps me in the ass, I'm shooting all your tires out. If somebody doesn't do their report right, I'm cutting your fingers off. Stop yapping. Anyways, another thing, just make sure, you know, we have general respect for one another. You know, if somebody's talking, don't start yapping over them over the radio. If you're just getting onto a radio, make sure it's clear before you start gumming your fucking gums everywhere. Okay? Thank you. What happened during shift 2?
I don't want
Nothing?
to talk about it.
Why do
Not a whole
you
lot.
want
We
to
just
talk
had
about
like
it
a,
if there was
you know,
an
we just
issue?
had we just had a heat unit stolen,
Can
you
you
know, and
speak
we
with your
chased him
touch?
for
Yeah.
who? Me?
Whoever
Yeah,
just
you-
said that.
Oh, I always speak. Is this loud and clear?
Yeah.
The one
Perfect.
I can
talking
hear you
out loud.
fine. I can hear you fine.
No, No, I'm just saying, make sure you lock your damn heat cars, okay? With
No,
your
no.
fancy cars.
It didn't get stolen like that. They mid refuel. They pulled up 4 deep, all class 1s, pointing.
Oh
guns.
yeah, I remember
I
that.
had to hand the keys. I had no choice in that point.
Okay. I mean, you know, it is
Amelia,
what
if
it
you're
is. That
talking,
shit
we can't
happens.
hear you.
I hand the keys or I take the bullet.
I
Next
would've
time
took
you
the
just take the bullet, sir.
Oh,
No,
No,
they
we
don't.
don't do that.
no.
No, don't do that.
Absolutely not.
You ain't hitting the fucking gulag, buddy. They don't have a gulag here, so don't do that. Don't do that.
If you bring up that one more time, Tyrisha.
Shut the
I
fuck up.
I'm
fucking
joking. Don't
hate
take the
it.
bullet,
Yeah.
of course. Don't
No,
take
we
the
Shut
bullet.
the fuck
Hey,
up.
knock it
20
off.
minutes
Let's get this
chasing
done.
the,
Listen to your cock, pal.
Anyways, but that does bring up a good point. Even though it
You're
didn't
welcome.
happen to the gentleman back there, we need to
Stop
be locking our
pointing him
fucking
out,
cars.
honey.
What do you mean? He just said that he said he had a gun to his head. He had to hand over his keys. I'm
No,
saying.
no, you can keep pointing at him. He's British.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Anyways,
God.
Okay, hey, come on, let's focus
anyways,
up.
can I fucking finish? Holy shit! Everybody else, listen to everybody
Yeah,
else. Make sure you're locking your fucking cars. If I see one more car stolen, not in his situation where he had a gun to his head, that's different. If I see one more car stolen when you're fucking trying to race after a 95, I swear to God, I'm just taking your license away at that point. Why are you driving if you can't lock your car? There's been so many cars stolen, it's actually insane. I'm tired of fucking chasing people for 3 hours because they stole a cop car. Okay? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Confirm.
Damn.
Dakota.
Yes, ma'am.
just a tip: you can drive with your car locked. Just keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You can drive
That's
with your car
right.
locked.
Yep.
I lock it every time I get in it.
Yeah, if you just want to hop out and run after a 95, do that.
Yes.
Hang on.
Yes.
Is he wearing pure black?
Lord, every chase it's been, oh, they got a cop car, they're going. And it just escalates further and further, and I'm kind of over it at this point.
That goes on to another point, to what Honeybun said. If I catch you with a hacking device on you, you're off duty. It's plain and simple. We don't have hacking devices, and if you give a fucking criminal a hacking device to get a chopper, a fucking heat car, any cop car for that matter, Chip, why the fuck did you just give me a hacking device? Anyways.
That's crazy.
That
No
ain't none
hacking
of your
devices,
business.
okay? No
It's
hacking
Chip's
devices.
business.
No hacking devices,
I
guys.
swear to fucking God,
Is that
Tyrisha.
Tucker? I'm
I
sorry, I don't.
fucking hate
If
it
I'm
here.
not.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
Go ahead.
Is the moto unit still suspended?
Negative.
No, it's
No.
not. It's been good for about 3 days now, buddy.
A firm. Thank you.
No problem, sir.
Okay, anyways, back to the point. The point is,
I'm gonna try
let's
to
lock
find
it in,
the
y'all. Okay? Miss Dio, say, do you have anything?
I do actually. All right. So over the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to be conducting interviews at sporadic times. So if you see us on duty, by all means, still try and contact us. But chances are we might tell you to send locally, depending on whether or not we're actively in an interview or not. It's going to depend on how many of us there are too. But just make sure you're reaching out to us first. Still, we'll let you know otherwise.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. That's very exciting, y'all. Mr. DOJ.
I got nothing. You guys go out there, have some fun, catch some criminals.
Have some fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chip.
fun.
Have some fun.
It's good work out of you, Chip. It's good work.
Questions in the back.
Chip, have you talked?
You can't jump that, sir. There's a chair there. There's a. Yeah.
Have you figured out the obliterated marks yet?
Yes, I have a directive on that coming. I need to speak with Saul first, and it's going to get posted in an email. All the little details will be posted soon. I'll let you guys know as soon as everything's finalized.
I appreciate you.
Yes, British man.
If you're an FTO, please, for the love of God, go your ride-along report out, please. The amount of times
Are we
I
still
keep
not
seeing
doing
one-
that?
No, the amount of times I keep having to call up FTOs and ask them about certain cadets because they haven't wrote one up. Please, stop forgetting. Fill it in, even if it's like a 20-minute ride. Fill it in. Any info helps.
I mean, we've brought this up every meeting, and it's still not being done. So I think we should start taking, more action here. You find out who it is. I mean, let us know.
Yeah, if it still keeps it moving forward, we'll just, end of
Yeah.
story. That's laziness. You're not doing your job. It's just like moto and heat. If you're inactive in those units, or you're gonna get a strip. Same thing with FTO. If you're not gonna do the FTO job to par and do what's expected of you, then you just won't be an FTO. So that is where-
Period. Period.
With the period, yeah. Period T. Period T.
Mm-hmm.
I've done got my FTO strip for the same thing. So hey,
Hey, that's good work out of you,
Make sure you
Barry.
do
Good
Yeah,
work.
Hey,
great
I got it
work,
back.
sir.
I got it back.
Wow.
Speaking
You're
of
probably the one that's not
FTOs,
doing it.
If they haven't gotten their onboarding done yet, like if everything's not filed out, they should not be leaving the VPD motor pool until that shit is, filled out.
Yeah.
So let's make sure we're doing that too.
100%.
So, moral of the story: FTOs, we need to lock it in, okay? Or you're getting fucking
Love of
stripped of
God,
that
please.
shit. Please and thank you. It's not that hard. If I can do it, you can do it. Appreciate it. Troopers, hello, ready in here. Oh, Sanchez in the
Parker's
back, ugly as hell.
Negative, nothing.
Sanchez is
Parker's
here
there too. Parker's
Where's
there too.
Sanchez?
Behind you.
Behind you, standing
Hey,
like a fucking
Sanchez.
creep in the
He's
corner.
lurking in the dark over there.
Actually, he's like the brightest
He's
one in the
thinking about
room.
when
because
he's
I'm
not
just-
gonna
so
say
bright.
Okay, it's
He's
not
got like
just
a
me.
halo around
Put your
him. What the-
fucking
Okay, let's not
booze
go that
away.
far.
He's in the corner like an animal.
As always, he's not doing anything. Okay.
Yep.
Noted.
Anything else?
Anyways,
Pass that
LSPD.
Spotify. Yeah, I do got something. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort, Lakers in 5.
Okay.
Lakers
What
5,
the
baby.
fuck?
Oh,
Absolutely.
Fucking hate it here.
Absolutely.
Riggs, you're too
Okay.
early.
Fucking 8
I
minutes,
actually
bro.
have something,
God
honey.
damn it.
What the
Jeez.
fuck is going on?
Can
Damn,
we
son.
all
have to
relax?
go on
I don't
limit.
even know what he just said. It wasn't English.
No, it
We're
was
not
English.
starting
I
the
said
interviews
divorce
until
court,
the
child
hour.
support, Lou Dort, Lakers in 5.
I know. I
Yeah,
just
fuck
I'm
LeBron.
in
Okay.
shift meeting.
That's what I'm saying right there,
As far,
baby.
okay, you're done. As far
Oh.
as Moto goes,
Yeah, you can have
we're
my
still reviewing that
like
SOP
everything.
because
Okay.
I do not think that
I'll just
Moto
head back
should
to
be
the bank.
primary on chases unless Moto is another.
Thank
They're
you.
on a motorcycle.
Wait.
I thought I was told that it was all set.
Wait.
No, it's still
Mo-
being discussed.
Who
Why
said
would Moto
needs
be?
to be primary?
That's what the SOP says currently.
Also, we're smoking dick. Got it.
But
says
can we-
What?
It says primary or parallel.
It's not
A
safe
moto
for
should
a
not
bike
be
to be.
primary. They're
yeah,
gonna
because
fucking
we
have
brake
some-
check them and kick them
we
off.
still have-
Everyone, the argument doesn't need to happen. We know. That's what I'm saying, though. Right now, the SOP says that, but we're not following it because it's not safe. And Moto
I've seen-
can't pit or anything like that.
I'm
So,
not. So I just want to say, Moto says tertiary or parallel. Nowhere it doesn't say primary.
did it get updated like within the last
Yeah,
48 hours?
Yes, that's why
Okay,
I
then
said
never
I
mind.
heard it was
Ignore
all
me.
set, Yeah.
Ignore me then.
Okay, yeah, tertiary or fucking what did it say? Parallel.
Parallel. Yeah.
Here's
Yep.
here's an idea, if I might say it. You have access to your SOPs. Read them.
Period.
To my knowledge, every department SOPs can be updated at a moment's notice. It is up to you to make sure you're up to date with the current information.
Mm-hmm. I ain't reading to you. It's not a fucking bedtime story.
I just work here.
We know.
Unfortunately.
All right. Well, I'm going back to the apartment. Going 42. You guys have a good one. All right. Have fun.
Yep, you
Have
too.
fun.
Yep. Bye.
Thank you for showing up for shift
Bye,
meeting.
part timer.
No, I got you. I'm not a part timer, man. I'm just a full timer on Fortnite.
Go 43. Go 43.
43.
It's 43.
Are we all good to go? Or
Yes, we're
Yeah, I
done.
think we're good to go. Everybody have a great shift. Don't get shot, okay? If you get shot, shoot them in the head.
Kiss you, fuck, no, yes. What's up, man?
43 is just
What's up, Dick and
41
Dome?
42 at
I don't
the
know
same
if you can
time.
help me out with it, but could you get me a car?
I can help you out with that.
Oh my
Oh, that's
god. Can
sick.
somebody
That's
unlock
sick.
the damn door?
Yeah, no problem.
Not all
Just
of us
use your
are privileged.
keys.
We don't have
Let's
fucking
go,
keys.
Well, go to the key. Go to load.
Jesus Christ. Good lord. Alright, so honestly, that shift meeting, you really didn't miss much. Mainly aimed at PD and BCSO certifications, FTOing and all that. The only thing that I did specify at the shift meeting was that they still need to contact us for transports if should any become available. But there's a chance that we might have to deny them because we might be doing interviews.
Of course. I hope you saw during that last interview. I was just trying to have more fun with it and like just be more lively.
Oh, it's an improvement. Hi, DOC. It's Barry McCock. Hi, Barry. How's it going, hon? Oh, Lord. I have a feeling we're gonna get a lot of them tonight. I'm not ready for this.
So I did Woodward's interview because
Okay.
it wasn't really a conflict. And during it, I made sure to specify what happened at EMS and what happened at PD from when he was originally PD.
Okay.
And I noted both of those down. And all interviews were done on body cam as well. So
Okay. What I think we're gonna do, just to make it a little bit fucking easier, is everyone that's done an interview, they're gonna bring their findings up towards me, because I know what PD's looking for, I know what BCSO looking for, and I know what we need. I'm just probably gonna be the one to just approve or deny on this batch, and then figure out what's gonna work for the next one, because technically we have enough time to do 2 or maybe 3 batches before 2.0. But we're gonna have to see. It's gonna be fucking interesting regardless, and of course no fucking food shops open. All right, anyways.
come here.
My miso soup is still good.
But yeah, I've done what 5 interviews. 3 of them I'm good on. 2 of them I'm iffy.
Okay, we'll talk about it after.
Sounds good.
Anita, Justin, and I think it's just 2 of them. Don't know how to actually do interviews, so I was really hoping they might have been around to learn from you, but I guess not.
I clock in and start doing the interviews, right? Justin just went 42. I just missed him. Yep.
Alright. Just get some prison food. I hear it's filling. No! I will not eat that slop. I absolutely fucking don't.
Try to be more lively and have more fun with the interviews.
Yeah, you don't have, like, you always want to ask every question that's on the interview. If you decide to branch out, make sure you make note of what questions you're answering, and then, you know, evidently you're going to record responses anyways.
The last 2, I was just trying to make sure I get the questions out. I didn't necessarily have enough time to like type up all the answers.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, at least they're all documented in body cam as well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Who the
I really like that last guy.
The fuck? My cousin is less is more. Old man criminal. It's funny being on both sides. Hey, there you go. Wait, you were here last night. That's funny. That's honestly so fucking funny. I got given a fucking hacking device. That's crazy. Anyways. Where the fuck did I get shortbread? Oh, I know now.
Holy shit.
What?
Amber's awake.
Oh my. Are you fucking. Oh.
Oh, and KO. Okay, that's why.
I kind of want to go say hi to them because I kind of feel bad that no one wanted to do ship meeting with him.
I do think we should try like hosting ship meetings at the
I
other
want to,
departments.
but here's the thing: it's got to be run by Silk.
Yeah. Yeah, Gatsby threw up a 3-1 last storm saying he was going to do it, and I immediately called him like, you know that's not going to happen, right? What do you mean? I'm like, that's just like not communicated well. And here we are.
Plus, fucking the other departments are going to follow what Silk says, and he hasn't given the okay for EMS to do it, so they're not going to. Plus, they feel that EMS is very different from LEOs and it's not directed towards them. Plus, the fact that they never did shift meetings before they started joining ours. So, which, you know, is valid and invalid at the same time, but it'd be interesting to have different sceneries.
At EMS are sort of shift meetings. When the shift starts and we get all the ambos out, we get ready for the day. We kind of just talk about like last storm, but it's not like a formal meeting run the office kind of thing. We're just like talking kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, look who just woke up.
Where?
Outside. You
Oh my
son of a
fucking god!
bitch.
Very good, making an appearance.
Alright, I appreciate you.
I started working nightmares during the day, so like by the time I get home,
Oh,
I'm
gosh,
down, I'm
you.
just fucking beat.
I believe it. I certainly believe it.
It's fucking broken. Fuck.
Yeah, everything's gonna be broken for you. You've been gone a long time. I don't think you realize how long it's been since you last clocked in.
30th.
Yeah, about that.
I think it does.
Huh?
You were dead accurate.
It told me when I hopped on the train.
March 29th for me. But I'm also 2 hours behind when the MDT calculates it too.
True.
Hey, stay still for a second. Don't move. Bring this fucker's MDT photo.
Why?
Giving you your fucking MDT photo.
I still see his old
I had
one.
one. I had one.
You don't anymore. If you have one, send it to me.
I still see his old one. I don't see Black's anymore, and I see 2 Anitas.
Oh yeah, give me one.
Oh my god. Did it fucking break again?
Yeah, look at Eden.
No, everyone's right for me.
Oh, on my end, I see 2 Anitas and Anita as a SEO picture. I don't see Eden. I don't see Black. Black just has a J.
Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion then. I think it's because everyone else has been updating everyone else's photos. So because it's not done by one singular person, it's fucking up for everybody.
Fair enough. I don't touch anyone's pictures but mine. Oh my god, Jack Haynes is back on duty for PD?
Yep. He's been back for a bit.
I'm actually shocked. I'm not gonna make that comment. Never mind, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Look at me, I'm more aware. I'm not gonna crash out as easily.
Yeah, but you also need to stop saying that I'm gonna keep my comment to myself because people can already guess it. So just don't say anything at all.
Fair enough.
I want to make a trip. I got a shitload that needs to be fucking incinerated. Holy fuck.
Oh, just hand them over to me. I need to do another incineration run tonight.
Let me go
anyways.
grab them.
Actually, same now that I have like random guy stuff.
Flashlights and batons, right? Too.
Yeah, I can do all of it.
Here, I'm just gonna put them in. Oh, can't put them in.
Because I'm in my pockets. Alright, go ahead. Swim towards the bottom.
I'll be 10-6 real quick.
All right.
Says your inventory's full.
All right, give me a second.
Only thing that's left is the shotgun.
Shotguns weigh 15. I need to get rid of a good amount of weight. Alright, try that now.
Alright, that should have been everything.
Alright. I look fucking lethal.
Ah.
Look at me double carrying and everything.
Oh, I gotta go grab shit. Goddamn.
Your shit's all good. How long we got until interviews? 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going to do my incineration run now then. I might as well just do a new fucking thing for everything. SMG's good. Fuck. Alright. Chat, how we doing? Peachy? Just Peachy? Here, you know what? Give me 2 seconds here. I want to see this. Vacuum dog hair? Honestly, fucking fair enough. Alright, where's your report? Car crash on Alt Street. Said again, our PD cruiser take off with me in the back seat. That's fucking crazy. That is absolutely diabolical of you, good sir. I saw 2 cadets in a running car. Oh my god, that is fucking funny. I don't care what anybody has to say, that is comedy.
one heat for you.
Figure out what your limits are with the car because it can last a fucking beating.
Do we gotta take our guns out right now?
Third and fourth,
Yeah.
Send it.
I figured they're bar.
Are y'all gonna be
Uh,
busy? It's fine. I'll go talk to somebody else.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. If you want. I just need to gas this car up for them and then I'll be
Alright.
back.
I need shit incinerated.
Looks like he can help you.
I'm gonna get you to do it. If you wouldn't mind locking the door. Oh, this one's unlocked. Nice. Alright. So, you want me just to give you state IDs of everything and then just go from there?
I just do the serial number and I do it as that.
Some people have been struggling to do just the serial number and they go off of states.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, we could try it.
Yeah, if you want to send me over serial number.
Alright, let's start. You want last 5?
I usually just honestly copy it in, so I don't know. Hold on. You can try.
Alright, 62628.
Yeah, that's not popping up. What's the state?
Alright. Oh, what the fuck is this site? 7929. Most of this is gonna be 7929. You suck!
Which item is this?
It's gonna be the taser, the PD F19, the 45 SMG, and the beanbag.
Which 45 SMG? Which beanbag?
9394, ending in last 4 for the SMG.
Good luck, have fun.
The fuck did I just hire?
Okay, the 45 is done.
Okay. Let's do the beanbag. 3833.
Done.
Right, F19 4183.
Done.
And the taser 2628.
Done.
Tommy, I need a few minutes. I'm gonna call you back.
It'll be a quick one, if you can spare 10 seconds.
What's up?
You terrified me. Hello.
Shift meetings. I put a
there you go.
proposal through that EMS and DOC should be able to hold shift meetings at least once a week. I don't give a fuck. I've had enough.
It's not myself that you gotta convince. It's Silk you gotta convince.
Silk, okay, I'll speak
I
to
would,
Silk about
but
it.
I am
because,
full.
yeah.
I can't even carry anymore.
Go. Bye-bye,
Well,
bye-bye.
can you give me some of what you got and then?
Yeah.
Alright, and then I need you to do mine then too.
What's your
state? 5664.
Which gun?
68 3168.
Is a gun a 6.8?
Yep. 3168.
Someone 4 back tonight.
10-4. Evening, Ratuela.
I'm not seeing that.
3168 and 68 pistol. You just grab the serial number off of that.
I see through in 6.3. Is that what you're seeing?
I just handed it to you. Do-do-do-do. And then last thing is my beanbag.
Agum has knocked me back to anybody.
Queef
Interesting.
tack 2.
Tack
It's still
2.
incinerate if you'd like.
Yeah, Queef is
Yeah, go ahead and
Tack 2.
incinerate it. Can you do my beanbag then too?
Yep.
Oh,
Letter stating
5664.
last on the beanbag.
0739. Or 0739.
What the hell?
What's up?
Are you broken?
No, I'm not. I flagged every other one.
Hmm. Oh, I might not be the original owner of this one.
Wait,
Who's
what?
the original owner?
I don't know.
Of both of them.
It might be. Oh shit, it might be Collins.
What's Collins's?
Hang on. Let me I'm not too sure, but let me find out.
Oh my god, woman.
What? He left initially and I was like, okay, I don't have to get new weapons. Okay, 2610.
Wait, what's the serial number of the beanbag? Like, what's the last 4?
Last 4 of the beanbag is 0739.
Some of these serial numbers seem kind of broken, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, they normally are.
Alright,
I
fuck
have
it.
to
I'm
do a
just going
state.
to incinerate it all. Because we already got everything else.
Did she give me new armor? Yes, she did. Alright, let's go.
Alright,
You
thank
got
you.
new beanbag on you, right?
I did. I just incinerated it.
Oh. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
gonna
was
get
wondering.
some new equipment here in a second. Before interviews so I can look majestic or some shit like that. A hydrate? How dare you? Alright, give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Let me grab the water. Water has been acquired. I'm glad I looked over at the time to see that. Alright, anyways. Got 9 minutes before interview, so I have enough time to pull out my guns. My auto drive don't work no more. I need my new 6.8. I wonder if I should try running the FD19. Nah, I'll be fine. Handcuffs and all that are good? Yes, they are. Okay, perfect. Alright, let me put out a new announcement. At DOC applicant. Next block. Next block of interviews available starting in 5 minutes. Skirt, 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 skirt. Let me in! Alright. Ooh, the brakes aren't that good anymore. Does DOC generally get good content? There's always the potential for good content anywhere that you go in this city. Like if you think of it like realistically, there's a couple of key differences in terms of DOC and say PD, BCSO, or state troopers, right? Our power of arrest, or not our power. Our power and authority are different. We are a little bit more restricted in what we can and can't do. Let's see. Our jurisdiction is the pen, like the property of the pen, so the outer dirt ring of the like the fences and the parking lot and the courthouse are our jurisdiction. With the only exception to that is we do have scene leads during transports. We don't have the same abilities in terms of MDT use, or, you know, we can't process evidence and all of that. I don't know what's going to fully entail for DOC in 2.0. I only have a couple of like sneak peeks and suspicions that I can't really talk about. But besides that, I won't lie, the job can be a little bit on the boring side because you do have to wait. Right? People still come to the pen just to fuck around and find out, or just to, you know, cause a little bit of mayhem for us. So I do appreciate the people that do that. And then the only other time we really have any sort of interaction that can be funny and can be amusing is when we're in the yard, or if we're talking with inmates. Like, a lot of it comes down to the effort that you put in is what you're gonna get out of it, right? Because it's not a matter of good content coming to you, it's a matter of you also being able to create good content. So, like, for example, what I do like to do is I like to take everybody in, we'll do some taser training, and we'll talk smack. Sometimes we'll do 4x4 races, we will do shotgun training. Like, there's a lot of things that we can do. It's just me being command. I'm almost always, you know, I'm almost always busy. But more so in the back end sort of deal than compared to the rest of my command members or the rest of the department, because I have no other high commands besides myself and Dusty. At the current moment, I have no captains. I have one LT, a small gaggle of sergeants, a good couple of FTOs. Like, it's, and you can't forget the fact that, you know, some of the roster can be on LOA or on semi-active status, you know. Another difference between us and the other LEO departments is, to my knowledge, the other LEO departments don't have a time requirement, just that you show presence and that you're semi-active. We do have a time requirement. Not as much as EMS with their 10 hours. Kudos to the people that can do that for 10 hours every week. I do significantly more than that, but I also just couldn't wait and stand around and have people do half-assed RP. I want to be able to actually go out and communicate with people properly. But our minimum right now is 5. It's probably going to be boosted here to 7 or something like that, either before 2.0 or after 2.0, you know? Like, it's just things will change, but we're active. You know, command's active. There's opportunities for you to find things to do. It's just a matter of whether or not you have the initiative or the effort to do that. Because yes, while it's busy, or while it's not busy, while it's completely fucking dead, I'm okay with people going out and about and, you know, visiting the other departments and all of that. But if you're on duty, I don't want you guys doing ride-alongs. I don't want you guys fucking around and finding out in the extreme. I'm okay with you guys bullshitting around, but not in the way that's gonna paint you guys in a very bad picture for the department. And above all, I don't want to see you on duty responding to calls with other departments, right? If you want to do ride-alongs, there's a process for that, and there are restrictions on what you can and can't do during a ride-along. And that goes for any department. So, and then if there's inmates awake, or if we're about to do a transport, or if it's like, you know, peak hours, I expect more of a presence at the pen than I do anywhere else. Like, I have a couple certifications planned out for the department. It's just a matter of getting them implemented. And right now, we've kind of just hit a massive standstill. So, you know, it really depends on a lot of things. And that's what people don't seem to fully understand. So, it's up to you. If you still want some action, but you don't want to be constantly stuck in 3-hour chases, or, you know... what else is there? 3-hour chases. You don't want to be constantly stuck in back-to-back-to-back bank robberies or shootouts. Then perhaps DOC might be a nice change of pace. There's always the option to transfer back. You just have to wait that 30-day period. Right? So, at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to do. It's you have to be the one that goes out and does it. But be warned, DOC is still a third, more or less, although we're seen as law enforcement, we are a third-party entity. So a lot of what might have qualified you for a specific rank over there is not necessarily going to qualify for you here. Because when you're PD, you make habits. When you're DOC, I have to break those habits and get you to think and behave differently. Well, maybe not think and behave, but like, you gotta conduct yourself differently. Right? Plus, if you like using that grapple gun that PD has access to, you can kiss that goodbye. You're not going to be using it here. Oh my god, I cannot believe. I got the gap between your fucking elbow and your goddamn hip.
Why?
Why not?
Is this because I quit?
You know what? Sure.
Deserve that.
You do.
Yeah, I broke that promise. I told you I was gonna stay here and like go through it all, and then I disappeared instantly.
Mm-hmm,
I know. I know.
When you're DOC...
You don't blame me though. You know why.
That's why you just disappear without a trace. And one day you're just a wild.
Nah,
wildly
I'm
up
not
here.
that. Chambers, you do the cause.
I know. I told you I was still gonna pull your fucking leg for a while. I just got past cadet, so I've never used a grapple. Oh, okay, fair enough. I've never used a grapple personally, but it's just you gotta remember that, like...
Starting the new nightmares and it being motorcycle season, basically. Yeah.
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, let's put it this way: it's not even May yet, and I have really bright red arms right now.
Oh my god. Well, whereabouts do you know? South? Like down south? South? Or?
In head, upstate New York.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I have two colors.
Streamer's
pale
choice?
Or a
Oh,
lobster.
fuck. Oh, no.
Okay, tasting's one thing, throwing hands is another.
Oh, you want me to continue? Sorry.
Ow.
Yes, I will punch even if you're down. Got him. There, now you can have a headache for how much of a headache you caused me. I think that's very fitting. What? What was that? Hey, does he look a little squirrely to you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He's moving in unnatural ways. I might need to put him out of some misery. Okay.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Anyways, you want to come with us? There's no inmates wake right now, is there?
I don't think so.
Alright, you can keep your lethal on you then. Son bitch. Paid actors? That's crazy. You little shit server. Stop fucking with the doors. I didn't say knock his ass out. Oh no, that was just an added fucking bonus. There he is. Oh, well, that was satisfying. Oh my god, heat seat beavers on top. Did he just... You know what? We're not gonna worry about it. Come on. Oh my god, you guys lock every fucking door?
I didn't. That was probably him that did, cause yeah.
Oh yeah, he was definitely trying to.
I had unlocked some of them to get out.
fucking beavers. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking a bat and a
There's a
pistol.
sticky bun now? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's Honey Bun's brother.
Oh.
You suck.
Aye! The fuck? I feel like I should get a video file for. Oh. I should get like a video file of something to go with a "you suck." Hang on. You know what? Let me do a quick investigation really quick. Sound alerts. Alright, let's go. Library. Browse. Quack. Oh, fuck sakes.
Let the heal back up.
Mr. PD.
They seized Tech 2 home for DOC.
I'm sorry. I meant DOC. Ma'am.
Yes, go ahead and send it.
Do y'all need us for that injured person in the prison?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, if you want to come on down, I only need one of you. It's one of my officers. He decided to fuck around and find out.
10-4. I'm gonna swap back to Tech 1.
10-4. Hey, Regs. Don't let him check in. Oh, for fuck's sakes. EMS was coming down for you. Oh, hello?
Hello?
Hi there.
Hello?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I can knock him out again. Don't go for help. I'm just going... Okay, you definitely deserve this one then. So anyways...
Jesus Christ.
And there I was with barbecue sauce. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Oh my god, I'm such a degenerate. Oh my. I think we need to put him out of his misery.
He's already out of his misery.
Even more so out of his misery. Alright, you want to take him into the back though on a serious point? I'm gonna go get EMS. Are they coming by car or helicopter? Helicopter. You know what? Fuck it. DOC to EMS.
Go for EMS.
Hi there. Whichever EMS member's coming up here, you can just go ahead and land in the yard. We have no inmates awake.
Was someone heading up towards the prison?
Yeah, they're
Or
already
the-
above us.
No, okay.
Alright, I'm gonna swap back attack to you.
10-4.
All right, he's
Why's
gone.
the floor smoking?
Oh, it's because of the vents that they run underneath.
Oh, all right. I was like, what's going on?
I know, we're kind of looking a little run down around here.
Are y'all getting like a better prison when we do the
I've been
Great
looking
Rapture?
at some. I've been looking at some floor plans, but we'll see.
All right. Howdy. You allergic to anything?
Nah.
Perfect. Those are my favorites.
Or bullshit a little bit, but that's it.
Well, I fresh ran out, so you're in luck.
Hey, Collins, you want to hear something crazy?
Hmm.
Say hello to Miss Chambers.
Oh, I know. She had me come down
Jesus Christ,
and say
there's
hi
another
to
one in here?
Trinice earlier.
Yeah, we're not related though. But yes, Miss
Oh,
Elizabeth Chambers.
That's good for her, though.
Oh.
I
Oh.
can't hear squat on my radio right now.
Your head of your department may or may not be in the water somewhere.
Yeah, she was talking about how she's gonna drown, requested additional, and then
Collins, come on, you're not clocked in right now.
Yeah, I know it sucks. It works with other departments. It's not. You could head pop and come back on duty as EMS.
Yeah, but that's
y'all don't get to do that yet.
Nope.
no, it's because you guys are employed through no, it's the BizWiz app. We're employed through the MDT, you're employed through the BizWiz.
I ain't in BizWiz.
It's the other way around. The
Techn-
MDT were through BizWiz.
No,
Why are
the
y'all
way
in
that
MDT?
the way that they're set up is different. We established that already when Tommy and I were doing
30 is
testing.
gonna be a code 7.
All right. Well, you, Muddy, you're all good to go. Make sure you take off
Perfect.
safely.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all. You stay safe, Mr.
Oh.
Collins.
I'll
He'll
try.
to.
Oh, not that one. Not that one.
Oh, you son bitch.
Sorry, I'm coming.
Well, bullshit is standing next to him. Damn, that's crazy. That is so crazy. That is absolutely diabolical, Ducky.
718, 10, 8, 10, 41.
3 and 4, welcome in.
I come in the end now.
No, you know what? I'm gonna put you back there.
Stay away from me, foul demon.
Go, say,
Ah.
Great seeing you around Hobbs, as always. For a lot of people who are really excited about doing interviews, there's like no one fucking coming in.
You also didn't post that they were sent an email that they were going. You just said in 5 minutes, but you never said they were starting.
Do I really need to?
Some people you really got to. Unfortunately. I've learned don't expect that shit. Like, even if you think you should, it's probably not, because people don't think like that no more.
And now medics are going, okay, what is this world coming to?
Interviews are underway.
Oh,
They're drowning, that's what's going on.
I'm scuba, sir. Help.
Have scuba on me. I'll ride with you. Lose.
I love the
boy.
scuba suit. It's so goofy.
Now Gooseman's watching all
Why
this
are
go
they
down. They're trying to
Why?
save somebody that drowned, and in doing so, they're drowning themselves. Interviews are underway.
We have one officer down, two medics
Did
down.
it's not grab scuba tanks?
I guess not.
How many times do you try until you realize you can't do it?
Obviously, they don't work.
Scuba tanks last 5 minutes.
Hey, EMS, y'all good down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like rivers.
They need
eating
someone
us
else
all, I
to scuba
guess.
sir to let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way.
We're fighting nature.
Oh, do y'all need an assist? I'm an excellent swimmer.
It's okay. We have some more units to spare.
Or
To spare?
I believe in you,
What did they say?
Elizabeth.
It's okay.
Tony,
we
he
have
had
it
a-
with
I'm on standby
units
if
to
needed.
spare.
Tony had a scuba site.
Wow.
Put it.
How fucking like what's the word I'm looking for?
Do back then.
Apparently they got
Replaceable
hit
your
with
units.
propellers, but in
Ah, we
my
got
eyes, they did
extra.
not. They were right under me. A drowned angel, so someone needs to come in here and impound a joint.
Can one of y'all tell the PD officers at the hospital to come to R20?
Yeah, give them a scuba set.
Yeah, we got one. Minute 2 is
Oh, by the way, Mr. Tommy Slade woke up after 24 days. Alright, who's giving me dead coffee?
No, give Adachi a scuba
The
set and tell him to come impound this helicopter that went under the water.
Oh,
Bro,
shit, I gotta
Jesus,
do this shit.
Okay.
Tommy
that's
Slade,
whatever
he
you
was an
wanna do,
inmate in the prison, and he went to sleep 24 days ago and woke back up finally.
He's not awake.
W
Oh, this
search
was
and
last
rescue
storm.
training
I
him.
I took care of him. Make sure he was all
Alright,
good.
I'm going back to Tech 2.
Any of
They're
them in the
good.
water?
They're good. They got additionals there.
I had 9 coffees ghosted into my pockets. What the fuck? Is that you, Riggs?
I didn't give you coffees. I gave you a prison drink.
Yeah, I thought you'd do that. But you know, like look on the ground.
What was on the ground?
The 9 coffees I'm talking about.
Where?
Right, Brian, are you serious?
Said where were they?
Right in front of me.
Oh yeah, no, it was me.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well, they just ran out. I'll take that back. Alrighty. Nobody's come in for interviews. That is actually pretty strange.
Damn, EMS is popping.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when they hire quite a few and they need FTOs available to train.
They're still trying to save Amber.
Do they not know how to save people or what?
Mercy Medical and Services, everybody. Those are our doctors. Yippee.
No, Rain is out in the water. They're all good. They're moving.
Okay, I just saw all. Oh, they haven't cleared the dispatch. That's why.
I should really read out one of the applicant's backstory that he, you know, his history, you know?
Oh?
It's fucking fantastic.
Dude, some of the people I had during the interviews were so passionate. I loved it.
Alright, I'm not gonna specify whose background this was, but damn. Alright, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
He was never meant to wear the badge. Growing up in one of the roughest neighborhoods in the city, he knew the sound of sirens before he knew the sound of his own heartbeat. His father, a taxi driver from overseas, worked late hours just to put food on the table, while his mother juggled multiple jobs to keep their tiny apartment from falling apart. Still, trouble found him easily. Gangs prowled the streets, and temptation always came in the form of fast money and easy power. At 16, he stood at a crossroads. Follow the path most of the kids in his neighborhood took or break the cycle. He chose the latter. With the encouragement of his high school teacher, a former Marine, he enlisted in the police academy as soon as he turned 18. It wasn't easy. Officers in training gave him side eyes, questioning his loyalty, his past, and whether a kid from the streets could ever truly be one of them. But he kept his head down, proved himself in a way he could, graduating without honors and earning a spot in the city's police force at just 21. For 3 years, he built a reputation, determined, fearless, and relentless against crime. Hang on, I gotta scroll down. Let me zoom out. Well. He knew the streets better than most. Spoke the language of those walking the fine line between right and wrong, and at times he could talk down a potential criminal without ever drawing his weapon. But everything changed one fateful night. He'd been working a routine drug bust along his partner, Detective Ryan Graves. The intel was solid, just a small-time dealer stocking product out of an abandoned warehouse. Simple enough. But when they got there, it was a bloodbath. The entire operation was a setup. Bullets sprayed through the dimly lit corridors, and before he could pull Graves to cover, his partner took 2 rounds to the chest. Backup was late. The dealer was gone, and he was covered in his partner's blood. Watched the life drain from a man who had become his closest friend on the force. Later, the investigation raised more questions than answers. Evidence had been tampered with, files were missing. And the deeper he dug, the more he realized it wasn't just a bad tip. Someone inside the department had set them up. From that moment, he wasn't just a cop, he was a man on a mission. A silent war waged within him, loyalty to the badge or the truth buried behind it. He couldn't trust anyone completely, not when the corruption ran so deep. Graves' death wouldn't be another statistic. Someone had made him a target, and now he was going to uncover the rot festering within the department alone if he had to. One way or another, justice would be served.
Damn.
Oh God, I got chills reading it the first time I read it.
Bella said, "Who is that?"
Oh, someone is typing an applicant.
That's Bo.
I'm not specifying who it was or was not, but it was really fucking good application.
It was. It was.
I haven't heard that type of like energy behind someone's like DOC work or anything since like Eli Thompson.
Yep. Oh fuck!
I know a lot about his backstory and stuff.
And down goes Tommy again.
How much you want to bet he was flying Air One? Into
No,
one.
he's in the river.
They're still at the water.
Oh my god.
How hard is it?
I'm about to fucking drive down there and do it without scuba gear because I know how to do it.
Not hard.
Can't
The
put
scuba
your mouth
cert
out to
literally.
his ass.
This is all I did for the scuba cert. Colt flew me above water, told me to dive. I dived, touched the bottom of the water, and came back out and had to swim to a ladder. And I was scuba and dive inserted right there.
Hey, will you be
Not
my
a
friend?
hard cert to pass.
Can you buy
I wanna
this
get Air
skin
One
for
cert.
me? It's a lot of money, and
Wanna
I
get
don't
Moto.
have enough for
Give us
it.
DOC Moto.
No.
Ooh,
Come on,
Oh my
for fence
God.
patrol, right? You gotta go around the fence and check, make sure
Ooh,
it's clear.
you now take 30 points of magic damage after walking through the flames. You're so cute.
Yeah, we wouldn't have like a scenario, we would have like an actual like chopper.
Ooh, you now
Oh my god, no, that's not how it goes. Oh.
Ooh,
My fucking my past.
this is a robbery with all the Uwus in the bag.
I will say I have used some of the like the allegedly I've used some of the weapons that you can shoot from cars.
What if I just read like his opening part of? You know what? Let me read his opening part in the Uwu voice.
It sucks.
Oh my god.
Shooting's not good at all.
Ooh, he was never meant to wear the badge. Growing up in one of the roughest neighborhoods in the city, he knew the sounds of sirens before he knew the sound of his own heartbeat. That was terrible. That was terrible. It's not the day to do the Uwu voices. Get out of my fucking face.
I'm not. I'm over here.
God damn it. I fucking hate it here. Got one for cuffs.
Going for cuffs.
Someone forced me 10-6 for about 5 mics.
I hope he realizes he's not gonna catch me. Wait, can you Elon fucking running? Oh my god, can you? Fuck, he's getting a car out. Is he on a quad? No, he's going on foot. Lol, what did I miss? Hobbs thought it would be a good idea to handcuff his deputy wardens. Now he has to chase me to fucking release me. I don't make it easy. Did I eat an ice cream? No, he kind of gave up. He tried shooting me with his snowball launcher again as I was running away, so that put him behind. Okay, he's got to be on the quad or something. Yeah, there's the quad. See, is he gonna try and hit me? Ah! mini games, or whatever you want to call them, are so slow. Like I can't do a safe cracker, and breaking cuffs is too easy because how slow the wheel spins. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, you son of a bitch. I should have shot him with the beanbag. I should have shot him with the beanbag. Imagine if I just tased him off his fucking thing right there. God damn it. He's way too accurate with that fucking thing. I fucking hate it here. It's okay, I'm good at tackling. Yeah.
That guy who has that really late interview, I'll make sure I'll fly in and do him specifically, just because I'll be awake around then.
He has a
Allie?
question? Oh,
What?
okay, I see.
Yeah, because he's like 2 a.m. EST. That's like 11 p.m. my time. I can do that. That's not a problem.
Sorry.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I heard it before he even opened up the door and shot at her.
Yeah, I
I
did
heard it.
too. I just didn't fucking bother reacting. Probably
your Christmas.
fucking. No, he just wants to fuck around and find out. He'll find out pretty quick.
Yeah. Oh, Chambers, that Patterson guy.
Yeah.
I still gotta go destroy that his taser and shit. But yeah, he was talking to me about it. He's like, yeah, no, I was here when there was a white hair warden named like Zelly, and I'm like, Jesus, you were here a long time ago. So yeah, I'm gonna head down to PD and get those two equipment destroyed.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay.
Someone 476 of VPD.
Train 4. Next time, I'm not gonna be as lenient.
What do you mean?
Not talking to you, talking to Hobbs. Because if I knock him out again or incapacitate his ass, I'm removing his fucking snowball launcher. Okay. I'm not playing nice no more. Where's my fucking flashlight? Okay, Chelsea, you're dead. How the fuck is that still hitting me? He's gotta be having some sort of aim assist. Excuse me? Come back here, boy. I'm gonna fucking get your ass. I just need to get a little bit closer. Oh, well, that was fun while it lasted. So what we learn?
But you probably don't want to get me up, so I'll shoot you again with the snowball.
Oh, really? Okay. Your snowball launchers and timeout for now.
I've got taser.
That's fine. DOC to EMS. DOC to EMS.
And yes.
Hi there, can I get one of yous rolling up north to the pan? I had another officer that decided to fuck around and find out.
An officer, you said?
Yeah, one of my officers decided to fuck around and find out, and he kind of needs a little bit of medical right now.
I'll go ahead and head down there.
10-4, appreciate you. Are any inmates awake? No, they're good.
.44 is 76 to the pen and Angel 1.
Just to be advised, dude, the shot down the helicopter's in the hospital right now.
1.
Guy with the mohawk, British accent.
I believe his name is Ozon.
Yep.
They will get here before I get him into the infirmary.
I'm gonna go ahead and switch to TAC 2 for DOC.
Oh shit. Alright, I'll fix
Master
you in a
DOC.
minute. Send it.
Would you like me to land?
Let me double check.
4.
You can go ahead and land in the yard, that's fine. We have no inmates awake still.
10-4.
Okay, I'm just gonna tackle you right now, cause they're coming up here pretty quick. Alright, get your ass in the bed.
So what happened to him?
Oh, he took a flashlight to the face.
What to the face?
A flashlight.
Yeah, I would not like to upset Rebecca. Sounds like a fun time. I only tackle her. That's about it.
I mean, he had every opportunity to stop, and he decided he wanted to keep going to entertain his little game.
I was kind of hoping it was Collins, to be honest with you.
Collins was the last one.
Yeah. Go ahead and stand up for me. Perfect.
Thank
Set some
God.
hair.
God, I fucking hate it here. Okay, you might want to stay around for a second
Okay.
here.
Do you have a changing room?
Yeah, we do actually. It's we can use the cell block or we can use the front office.
I just want to. Oh wait, actually, never mind. You saw my scuba suit. You saw my scuba outfit. Never mind. You saw yesterday the fish.
Seriously, your
yesterday?
fucking scuba fit.
Bro, I just had to use it to save the
Oh my
cheat.
God. Honest to God, I'm not gonna lie. I was about to start coming down to you guys and
Yeah.
just fucking helping you.
Bro, no, the best part was I went down, I picked her up, and then the guy flying the heli flew into the water on accident because in his eyes he wasn't close enough, but the blades then cut me, and I went down. Bro, it was so funny.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
I
That's
will head back if you don't
funny.
need me anymore.
Yeah, no, we're all good here, I think. The hell?
Is there an automated speaker?
Oh, yeah.
No, I've never been here. I've never been a prisoner, so.
Oh, well, welcome to the pan.
Well, I've been here a few times to save lives, but I've never been here like long enough.
To really experience it? Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. I'm not a criminal. What
Is he on the he's on the fucking garage roof trying to shoot me.
Where is he?
He's on the garage roof over there. If you look towards the back corner, the building behind. Anyways.
Damn, that was close. Do you have a snowball cannon?
No, but I have my beanbag shotgun. If I'm close enough, I can hit him.
Do you want to borrow my snowball cannon?
No, it's all good. I do technically have a cannon, I just don't have any snowballs.
I mean, this thing doesn't run out of snowballs.
I'm gonna fly in, so I'll be hopping off
You
stream.
don't-
Maybe
it-
I'll
it
see
just
you.
kinda
Alright.
makes them itself. I need food.
I've got no food for you. I'm sorry. Oh, no, actually, hang on. Hang on. Come here. Use these really quick.
What's this? Oh, thank you. Gracias.
You know worse.
Call us if you need us.
Will do.
Back to attack 1.
Pain 4. Oh, yeah, the motherfucker's dead. He's just out of my range.
What's going on?
I was fucking Hobbs fucking around finding out. He keeps hitting me with his snowball launcher.
No clue what she means. She's over in the yard. My stable can't reach that far.
Still on 476 back to the pen.
Pain 4. The fucker better not be fucking metagaming right now. Oh shit.
There's somebody else out there. I'd watch for your shooting too.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's a civilian out there.
Oh my god. I'm sorry about that, hun. You come on in now. I'm sorry about that.
All good, all good.
It's just one of my fucking officers fucking around and finding out.
Yeah, I almost caught a snowball to the back of my head. It's crazy.
No, I'm going to.
Oh, my
okay.
lord.
You know what? Fucking cheeky bastard. Anyways.
How are we doing?
You might want to
I'm actually
stand over here. Alright, can I get your name, please?
my name is Ryan Richardson.
Ryan Richardson. I don't remember.
I don't
Ryan.
have anything on me. You can search me if you want. All I have is my phone and my hat.
Is he on the list? Oh, fuck, he is on the list. Alright, I'm gonna search you real quick as well.
All good. Do your thing.
Alright, perfect. Alright, so you're here for your interview, hey?
Yep.
Alrighty, let's go ahead. Oh, Mr. Quigley, hello there.
I made it.
You made it? You dressed for your interview too?
I didn't know if there was a time slot, so I just wanted to see if that was okay. If I'm okay to go for one. And
Yeah,
then I
you
can go get changed.
You can go for one, yeah. It's just a first come, first serve basis.
Oh, yeah, that's. I didn't know if I was going to be like last in line or something.
No, you guys are actually the first two for this phone.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alright, but Mr. Richardson, I'm going to take you first if you want to go ahead
Okay,
and follow
I'll be
me.
back in 1 sec then.
All
okay?
right.
All right, Kurt.
Sweet.
Collins, you want to join in? Never mind, man.
All right.
What'd you say, Chambers?
I was asking if you wanted in or no.
On that one, yeah, I'll come with.
I gotta go get changed.
Alright, Mr. Quigley.
I don't know if you wanted me to wait for Kurt to come back.
I think we should just do them one at a time. Let them sweat a little bit. Alright, let's see.
He's off on an adventure.
Yeah, he usually is. Alright, hop in. Alright, hop on out. We're gonna go all the way up to the top of this tower. We gotta unlock the door for you, though.
All right.
Alright, you go ahead and you take a seat. Did you see that 911?
Mm-hmm. Not my monkey, not my circus.
Alright. Okay, do you want to do scribes or you want to ask questions?
I can type.
Alright. Will you let me know when you're ready?
Yeah, I'm getting all that set up right now. Give me a second.
Alright, perfect. Alright, reports. I need DOC documents. Interview. Alright, Mr. Richardson, just give us a 1 second here. Make sure your phone's on silent for the duration of this interview.
All right.
What is your name and state ID, sir?
Ryan Richardson, 9554.
All right, Miss Chambers, I'm ready.
Alright, perfect. Okay, Mr. Richardson, thank you for coming in for your interview today. Pretty
Absolutely.
standard format today. I'm just gonna more or less gonna start off with some easy questions. We're gonna do a little bit of an icebreaker. And then from there, we'll go into the bulk of the interview. I'm gonna ask you to speak slowly so that Mr. Collins here can make sure that he's getting all your information written down accurately. No right or wrong questions, more so just trying to figure out what your thought process is going to be and if you're going to be a good match for the department.
All right, sounds good.
Alrighty. Perfect. Okay, so can you go ahead and just kind of introduce yourself to us as if you're meeting us for the first time? Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you like to do.
So, as you guys know, my name is Ryan Richardson. I have a cousin in the city that recommended me to fly in with them. He's a little bit distant family. Some stuff went down and all of that. I heard he's kind of a criminal, so to maybe process him one day. There's a little bit of bad blood between us, just family rivalry. I feel like it would be just it would be a topic. I feel like I can maybe bring something, an enjoyable personality here to Bolingbroke. Just a good person to see, talk to, wherever it may be.
All right. Okay, so a couple just icebreaker questions for you here. If you had the option between pancakes or waffles, which one you taking?
Me personally, I've always been a waffle kind of guy.
Right.
I don't know. I just the overall taste of a waffle, just tastes better to me, honestly. I feel like pancakes are a little. I mean, they're both bland in my opinion, but I don't know. Just something about waffles just sits right with me.
Fair enough. Alrighty. So you now have the option between a hamburger where it's only a bun patty and a bun, no condiments ever available to you, or a hot dog that's wrapped in tortilla bread with any condiment you could ever want in life. Which one you picking?
I would probably go with the hamburger. So long as, like the hamburger's, cooked right. It's not like I'm biting into a piece of beef jerky. I feel like, the juices of the burger can compensate for the sake of the condiments. Tortilla bread wouldn't really sound right on a hot dog.
Alright, okay. Alright, now this is the most vague question you will probably ever hear in your life. Are you ready for it?
Alright.
Yes or no, and why?
That is a fantastic question. I will go with yes because I am open to seeing the positive side of things.
Okay.
A little bit of an optimist myself.
Okay. That's an interesting answer. I don't think I've ever had anyone answer that quite like that. Alright. You know what? Let's just go ahead and hop into it from here.
Alright.
Can you go ahead and describe a time for me where you witnessed someone behaving unethically or unfairly, and how did you handle that situation?
Growing up in the middle of nowhere, there's you tend to know everybody around the town that you grew up in. Honestly, I can't even remember the name of the town. Like, I want to move past that part in my life. But just as Mr. Collins over here said earlier, not my monkeys, not my circus. But I mean, obviously, you build a strong opinion towards it. You tend to see the real side of people whenever they're doing something wrong and that that they're not supposed to do. It just, if it's not my authority, I guess, to, step in and possibly be at fault for their actions, there's not much I can really do, to be honest. Like, I can't do anything about it. That's just how they are. That's their personality. That's how they act. And most of the times, someone's opinion is not going to change how, people act around the city or anything like that. But you do tend to build an opinion towards them. And, you see the real side of people.
Yep, no arguments there. Okay. Can you go ahead and explain to me what integrity means to you, and why do you think it's important in the corrections environment?
To have integrity, especially around, a place like Bolingbroke, obviously you guys are the ones that process everybody that whenever they come in. So to have, kind of stand your ground, being able to just fall under, if they're talking crazy to you, if they're threatening you, you still got to follow procedure. You got to stay true to your morals and, your own word. And integrity definitely does play a large role in that.
Alright. Okay. How would you go about approaching a situation where two inmates are in a very heated argument? What steps would you take to de-escalate the situation?
So first, you walk up. If they don't really pose a threat, I don't really see a point in, having like one of those tasers around your belt drawn. But if it is a very violent and where they're calling each other names, just jail yard stuff, they're throwing punches, that's when you can walk up with a taser. Stay away. That guy just crashed outside, sorry. But
okay,
you walk up, you try to de-escalate the situation by figuring out what it's over first, instead of just jumping to conclusions. That's definitely where the integrity thing comes into play.
Right.
Even though if you know what they're both in for, they're still inmates, they're still in there for a similar reason, more than likely. Just try to, I guess, talk it out before you start using any sort of force, whether it be lethal, non-lethal. I don't find a point in using lethal, so there's no sense in doing that unless they start shooting. That's different. But I don't think they would have guns inside the prison.
Alright. Okay, can you go ahead and provide an example of a time where you've had to work as part of a team? What role did you play in that team, and how did you contribute to the team's success?
Back in an old city, before I had moved here, I worked in a mechanic shop. And it plays a large role, especially when you got a large influx of people coming in. You kind of have to communicate if somebody is, holding up the line for people coming into the shop. You gotta just walk up to them, be like, "Hey, can you pull your car out so we can get, just keep a steady flow, not any sort of backup or holding up any other customers." I would like to say that I do pretty well with, communicating. I ask a lot of questions, so I will talk your ear off about, if I don't know something, don't understand something, just because I want to be good at what I do. I feel like everybody has a little bit of that in them. So, yeah, just I have a lot of pride in what I do, and I like to be good at it, and I like to make sure everybody else has a great time doing it too.
Okay. Okay, so this one's a bit of a doozy.
Okay.
If you were faced with a difficult decision, one that could potentially affect the safety of others, including like yourself or fellow officers or anything like that, how would you go about making that decision?
I feel like that's it's very situational. If obviously, like you said, if it could result in somebody's life being threatened, including myself or others, I understand that there's a chain of command of course. You know, and they might. Obviously, we all don't agree with what other people say, but we have to just, you know, stay true to the chain of command. Somebody gives an order, you follow it. If it comes to a point where, you know, it's up to you to step in, then you can very well take it upon yourself if need be. I definitely don't feel like that would be the case. But I mean, I'm not gonna try to be the hero unless I have to be.
Okay. If you ever at some point, because there's going to be a time where it's going to happen, if you disagreed with the commanding officer that was giving you a particular order, how would you handle that situation while maintaining a high level of professionalism?
I mean, given that, you know, they're my boss, I would just kind of have to follow the order, even if I don't agree with it. You know, I'm not gonna sit here, dwell on it, hold a grudge. You know, I get that every place has their own procedures and everything like that. So, you know, we just gotta just get through it, just get past it, even if you don't agree with it. I feel like that's it's just a big thing that you need to have, or a big skill that you need to have. Just listening to orders by your higher ups. It happens to everybody.
Okay. So evidently in any sort of corrections environment, empathy is always going to play a role. How do you believe empathy plays such a role within corrections, and how would you demonstrate it towards your interactions with inmates? Hot dogs are tacos, by the way. No,
Empathy is a skill that I feel like a lot of people can definitely, you know, improve on. There's not many empathetic people, at least where I'm from, at least. But you know, it does definitely play a large role. You know, I always try to see where other people are coming from. I do try to give my own advice here and there, even though sometimes I definitely need to take my own advice. But you know, just I always like hearing both sides of the story and not forming an opinion beforehand. Yeah, just being an empathetic person, especially, you know, with the inmates and stuff like that, there's no reason to aggravate them. You know, they're very well aware. I understand that they might not be happy with how things ended up and what caused them to get in here. But, you know, that had nothing to do with me, so I'm not gonna, you know, get mad at somebody for being angry. I'm sure I've never been arrested in my life, you know. But I definitely feel like I'd be able to see just see right through it. I don't really find a point in you know, arguing. I don't want to have a bad reputation with people in here. I think it'd be nice to even just get to a point where you can joke around with some of the prisoners, being like, "Oh, hey, you're here again," you know.
Okay. Alright. Can you go ahead and describe a situation for me where you personally made a mistake? How did you handle it, and what did you learn from that experience?
There was a time where, when I was younger, you know, it was just you know, basic schoolyard antics back in the middle of nowhere in the Midwest. It was just, like I said, basic schoolyard antics. You know, you're out on the playground. You know, it's recess time, and there was one time that you know, I pushed a kid down the slide. You know, it sure not everybody has done it, but it is a very common occurrence in younger children, sadly. But what you can learn from it is that, obviously we all have to be patient. Even if we want it to be our turn and they're kind of holding it up. But that comes back to where you said working in a team plays together, and that's one of the experiences that definitely did, kind of turn me into who I am today, being able to, talk it out instead of just being mad about it, resulting to violence. There's no point in arguing, fighting. Just being mature and talking it out definitely is something that I do take a lot of pride in doing.
Okay. So we're gonna be honest with you, given, this is more or less a branch of law enforcement. A corrections environment can and always has the potential to be very unpredictable.
Yeah.
How do you believe that you personally handle changes or unexpected situations as they arise?
I'm a very attentive person, right? I look for, I pay attention to small details, and whenever something seems off, that's when, the hair on the back of my neck, per se, stands up. As far as unexpected situations go, I feel like you always have to be ready for those. But it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to be ready when you don't know that it's going to happen. But I'm sure there's definitely precursors to it. And if you are able to pay attention to what those are and look into what could potentially happen, I definitely feel like that I could, perform well under pressure.
All right, perfect. Okay. So, working here at the pen, we will see people of all different backgrounds, all different history, and all that. We have a lot of people that can sometimes come through our doors, and sometimes we'll have people that have been through our doors numerous times. That's never going to change. But I want to know, how would you ensure that everybody that comes through our doors, regardless of where they come from or what they've done, that they are treated with respect and fairness as an officer?
That definitely is, another thing that the integrity, like you said, and the empathy plays a role in. I'm here to do my job. I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm sure that they understand it too, even if they are very frustrated at the point in time. But like you said, if it's their first time, they might not be new to it, or if it's their first time, they are new to it. So if we have to just explain it a little bit, just saying like, hey, this is our procedure, we have to follow it. I understand that you're angry, but it was, obviously it wasn't us that arrested them. So I'm sure that, some people are very understanding of that. And if they've been in here multiple times, they are very well aware that it is just what we have to do. It is our job. I pray that they can understand that and that they can see through that. Honestly, whatever they're in here for, I can't look at them any different because of it, because, it's a little discriminatory if you really want to look at it like that. So giving everybody, a fair chance, treating all the mates equally, definitely means a lot.
Okay. All right. So here at DOC, we do have a couple of core values that we like to, align with in regards to the mission of our department. Some of those values include rehabilitation, accountability, forgiveness, integrity, just to name a few. But I want you to tell me, how do you feel that your own personal values align with our department? 10-4.
10-4.
That was a sibling moment right there. Just 10-4 at the same time.
It'll happen often.
I feel like my values definitely will bring a good personality to you know, here at Bolingbroke. Like you had said, and like we keep touching up on with the integrity, empathy, you know, just having good morals, staying true to your morals, staying true to who you are. That is one thing I will admit when I make a mistake, and I'm willing to learn from my mistakes. It is, you know, how I've shaped myself into the person that I am today. It definitely, you know, morals are a big thing for me. So staying true to them, I try to stay true to them as much as I possibly can. Obviously, you know, we all aren't perfect. We all make mistakes. So you just got to be able to, you need to be able to learn from your mistakes. Because if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doing something wrong.
I like that. Alright, and arguably, this one's gonna be everyone's... Some people, they love this question, other people really don't like it. Because it comes down to a matter of perspective and self-reflection. So, with that being said, go ahead and give me 3 of your strengths and 3 of your weaknesses.
3 of my strengths. Communication is, I would say strength number 1. I'm a very open person. I'm willing to talk to almost everybody, basically everybody. Second strength, like we had touched on before, I work good in a team. I can also work well by myself. It is nice having, you know, some people around in case you have any questions. That, you know, they can always help you with that. Strength 3.
Everybody runs out after 2.
You know, I would say my weakness would be that I don't have a strength 3. If you like, if that makes sense.
Okay, go ahead and
Like,
explain. Let's see.
Because there could be a situation that will bring to light what the weaknesses would be. Right? I can't think of it off the top of my head. You know, I guess like a very basic weakness that you know, coming into a new field would be that you don't know anything, right? It's all a brand new environment. You know, it might be a little bit hard to adapt in the very beginning, but and it's definitely a new learning experience. So I guess weakness 1 could be, you know, adapting to a new work environment specifically, not just like an outdoor environment.
Okay.
It is a very hard question, I will say.
I often
it definitely
see
is.
that a lot of people sometimes fail to make a 3rd one.
It definitely is a hard question for sure.
Alrighty. Okay, so this is kind of the final question that I've got for you, good sir.
All right.
So evidently, you know, there's a new transition period for people looking to become officers. DOC has kind of always been used as a stepping stone for the other departments anyways, prior to us being the requirement for people being able to go to the other law enforcement agencies.
Okay.
That being said, I'm still going to ask you this question because I think I know what your answer's already going to be, but I'll entertain it. Do you have any hopes of achieving a specific rank or a transfer with the Department of Corrections? Like, what are your career aspirations, is what I should say.
I believe that I came into this wanting to use it as a stepping stone to be transferred to, you know, LSPD, you know, BCSO. But there is a very well chance that if I, you know, just like being around the prison, I like talking to, you know, the prisoners when they come in, my coworkers. I very well, you know, my opinion could be changed. you know, the long-term goal, like I had said, is to be transferred to LSPD BCSO.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if I tend to, you know, like it here, I might want to stay around for a little bit longer.
All right, I respect that answer. Okay, Collins, do you have any questions for this gentleman?
Nah, I'm good, and my notes are all good. I was able to
Okay.
keep up the entire time.
Perfect. All right, do you have any questions for us? I'll do my best to answer what I can.
I don't have any right now.
Okay.
But if I definitely come up with something, I'll be sure to, you know, come on down here again and see what we can do about answering them.
All right. So I'll continue off then by saying at this moment in time, we are still actively conducting interviews. We're not giving anybody any answers on whether or not they're going to be hired yet for probably another day or two. If you are hired, we'll reach out to you. Otherwise, if you did not pass the interview, then what will happen is you will just lose access to the DOC channels and you'll be free to reapply again in the future.
All right, sounds good.
All right, let's go on, head out. It is raining, so I hope you brought an umbrella.
I gotta restart my body cam real quick.
All right, that's fine. Oh, fuck, I've never had mine going. Well, RIP. All right, Mr. Richardson, thank you for joining us tonight. You have a fantastic evening, and you'll expect to hear from us soon.
All right, I look forward to hearing from you guys then if it comes to it.
All righty, you have a good night now.
All right.
All right, Mr. Quickly, are you ready? Yeah. All right, everybody else, feel free to pull up a chair. These interviews are going a little bit long, so I do apologize. It's going to be a little bit of a wait between each of you, but we will not forget about you.
Okay, is it a question? Is it gonna be only one person interviewing, or is there 2 or 3?
So there's 2 of us doing interviews, but we're kind of both focusing on the same person. We're just, like I said, a lot of this is new process for us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're very thorough when it comes to selecting appropriate people for the department, and especially for those that are looking to transfer.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Mr. Quigley, you're with me. Let's head on out.
Woohoo! Where's the ball? Da-da-da! How's your night been?
Oh, it's going swell. You go ahead and you hop in now, okay?
Shotgun! I got shotgun! Ah! Oh my goodness, I'm all wet! Gross!
Yeah, I'm sorry. It can't really be helped.
Oh no, it's okay. It's a very cheap suit. I used it for the 2 weddings I did. I had to do 2 weddings.
Yeah, I was actually... Oh no, I missed both the weddings that you were at.
Yeah, first one I got pipe bombed, and then the second one, someone landed a helicopter and blew me up.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
2 for 2 on blowing up on weddings.
Oh no!
Yeah,
That's
I blame
not
Queefus.
good.
Queefus tried to land a police chopper way too close to the front. And he took me and the groom out. Queefers.
714 back from Code Zero.
Ooh, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, what down your hair?
Alrighty. Come
Is there
on
supposed
in.
to be a dragon guarding this tower? Wow, this is so cool.
No dark dragon cigars in the towers. Alright, come on in.
Alright.
Oh, is it locked for you?
We have 3 individuals in the
There
lobby
we go.
ready for interview.
Okay, it was being weird.
Yeah, I saw that. What do you want to do? You want to divide and conquer? Or we want to focus up on one person at a time?
I think we have to divide and conquer just for efficiency wise.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
You want a preference? It's
no
a guy and 2
elevators.
ladies.
Ask them who went first. If it's the one individual that I was communicating in the emails about, make sure you're very thorough on that one. Alright, go ahead and pull up a seat, Mr. Wiggly.
Alright.
It's
Easy
not.
to
It's
do.
a Natalie Center and a male.
Alright, just give me a second. Alright, just go for whoever wants to go first. Ideally, in the order that they came, they can fight amongst themselves.
Yeah, they all showed up at the same time, to be honest.
Alright. Okay, you give me 2 seconds here. I'm just gonna get prepped on my side, and then we'll get into it.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Just go ahead and pull them onto a 4x4 or use your scout and just head over to the tower that's beside mine.
10-4.
Alright. Alright, Mr. Quickly, we're gonna hop right into it. Can you go ahead? So this is how we're gonna kind of format it, right? I'm gonna ask you some questions. I want you to don't be afraid to expand on your answers. There's no right and wrong question, right or wrong answers by any means. It's more so just me trying to get an idea of who you are as a person and what your thought process is.
Yeah, ma'am.
All right. Go ahead and introduce yourself to me as if you're talking or meeting me for the first time, and tell me a little bit about yourself.
How about it's so nice to meet you? My name's Kurt. What's your name? That's what I do. Didn't I just
Deputy Warden Chambers, sir.
Alright,
Oh,
I'll
it's
be
so
taking
nice to
Mr.
meet
Ivan
you. I
Guzman
like
to the
sucking
tower.
dick and eating ass sometimes, but that's more of a hobby. But I deliver food for people and love helping out.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, I like to make people stay better. Cause nothing make me feel better than making someone well.
Alright, so just full disclosure, I am also recording, like I'm writing down all your answers at the same time, so you just gotta have a little bit of patience with me, okay?
I got no problem. No problem. Take your
Alright.
time.
Okay, can you go ahead and describe for me a time where you witnessed someone behaving unethically or unfairly? I'm just gonna hop right into it for the sake of time.
Oh, jeez. What? I mean, yeah, you go back to my childhood for that one. Just basically the way that everyone treated me when I was a kid. It was very rude. They would always make fun of me, push me down the stairs, kick my head, wedgies. I would say that is very unethical and unfair, especially because I was too small to do anything. But recently, that still happens.
No.
So I guess you can apply that to the rest of my life as well. I'm a punching bag. Oh, also, one time I saw a horse kick someone. That was pretty unethical.
I love Kurt.
Pretty big horse.
Was it now?
Meow, meow. Would you quiet still? But no, I don't really surround myself with unethical people, really, so I don't see that stuff very often.
Okay, that's very fair. Can you? So you know, corrections environments. We have a couple of core competencies that are very important to us, and we would like to see that in our applicants. Can you go ahead and describe to me what integrity means to you, and why do you feel it's important for a corrections environment?
Well, I haven't been in a corrections environment yet, so I can't honestly answer that because I don't know what it is. But I think, I'm getting a phone call. Let me hang up on that. Sorry. Integrity is basically just being true to yourself and the people around you, and caring about them, and wanting to put your best foot forward at all times, rather than compromising on yourself and going back on your word, or stabbing someone in the back. It's all about being consistent, truthful, and heartfelt. That's integrity to me.
I like his answers. I do. I really, really do. Oop. Okay, Kurt. I loved your answer. Can you go ahead and explain to me how you would approach the situation where you find two inmates in a very heated argument? What steps would you take to de-escalate the situation?
I would go, my guys, calm down. We're all here together and we're gonna get out together. I can help you get you out. What if we just separate each other and then I give you both some coffee, maybe back rub, and then we can move on with our day? That's what I would say. And then if it continues to get out of hand, then I will probably use the tools available to settle it down.
No, Lord.
But I don't know what those are yet. Huh. Hard saluting this long.
Oh, you don't have to keep saluting, Kurt. You can put your arm down.
Never! I'll switch arms!
Okay. You ready for your next question?
Absolutely.
Alright. Go ahead and provide an example of a time where you've had to work as part of a team. What role did you play in that team, and how did you contribute to the team's success?
We had the one event at the Pupuratos. I made the whole event myself. Mr. Chip helped out, so I led the event. I had to gather a whole bunch of people together to get it going. We had to organize the food with the time and the people, who's going to help out, the cops searching. So and it went really well. We had like 35, 40 people show up. So I guess that's probably the most recent thing that I did. So I ran a big group of people doing an event. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to look at your feet. I got a bad back.
It's okay, Kurt. I understand.
I'm sorry. I got to keep my salute going.
You don't have to. It's okay.
I would never not try my best for you.
You don't have to.
Even if it hurts my arms, I would.
No, don't hurt yourself. I'm already proud of yourself for holding it this long.
Okay, that's good. Holy shit. Yeah, loosen up the arms. Loosen up. Okay.
Alright. If you were ever faced with a difficult decision, one that could affect the safety of others, how would you go about making that decision?
I put all the others before myself. I throw myself onto a shark before I let someone else get eaten. I don't want people to get hurt. I'm used to being hurt, so it's not new for me. So I could do that. I get hit off by moped at least 3 times a day.
Oh, Kurt.
I have so many pins in this body, I'm basically Iron Man.
Oh, God. I don't think that's good.
Yeah, they just can't straighten out my hips. The bums. I keep asking you to fix my hip and you make it worse. I think I need a completely new hip, but that's beside the point.
I love this.
My hips do in fact lie.
They do lie. Is that what you just said? Your hips do lie?
Indeed, yes.
Oh
Unfortunately.
no. Well, that's so
Unfortunately.
good. I love this guy.
It's a tough life. It's a tough life.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm here to make other people's is better, so we're okay.
All right. So if you ever disagreed with a commanding officer, which let's not gonna lie, it's gonna happen at some point in your life, and they were giving you a very particular order, how would you handle that situation while maintaining professionalism after receiving an order you disagreed with?
I mean, if I'm getting an order from someone who's a superior officer, I'm going to assume that they're saying it because they have more knowledge and, wherewithal about the situation. So I would probably 100% listen to what they said, and if I was a little uncomfortable, maybe bring it up later in the private conversation to the side, so it doesn't interrupt anything. No one likes a crash out.
Good answer. Couldn't say it better than myself. Private conversation. All right. All right, Mr. Quigley, can you explain to me what role empathy plays in a corrections environment, and can you give me an example of how you demonstrate that with inmates?
Well, I don't know. Once again, I haven't been in a corrections environment before, so I don't know. But empathy in everyday life is super important. That way you can understand the person beside you. When you walk into a room, you gotta understand that they're going through stuff too. So there's no reason to make their day worse. So, we would, if there was an inmate in there, just being understanding and nice to him and giving him a fun conversation and a time would be way more valuable than anything else, I think. Treat him like a human. Even though they're animals.
Oh my god. I love this guy. He's so wholesome, you guys. Oh. I'm not gonna lie. It took everything in me to not laugh at the even though they're animals. I'm not gonna lie.
That's my outside voice. I'm sorry. Sometimes it slips out.
It's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you. Alright, can you go ahead and describe a situation for me where you yourself made a mistake? How did you handle it, and what did you learn from that experience?
Yeah, Toko was teaching me how to drive mopeds back in the day. That's how we met. He was my moped driver. And then I was really confused with how to do it. So he said, "Kurt, you gotta grip the handlebar like a dick." So I put my mouth on it, and then he was like, "That's not what." And then I realized I made a mistake. And then it was a little embarrassing. But then I learned from that. I took it out of my mouth and put both hands on it, gripped it real firm, and then twisted that throttle.
Oh my god.
Twisted that big girthy throttle.
Oh my god. I'm fucking dying, chat. Oh my god. I'm writing this down. Oh my god, I love this guy. I fucking love this guy. Oh my god. Fuck, I love Kurt. I fucking love Kurt. I really fucking do. I don't care what anyone has to say. I don't care if anyone has any bad things to say about Kurt. I love Kurt. Alright. So, it goes without saying, corrections environment, you know, any other environment can be rather unpredictable. How do you feel that you handle changes or unexpected situations as they arise?
I'm always good at, as they say, going with the flow. One time I went swimming on a river, and then I fell, and then I couldn't fucking get up, and then I went all the way down the river. I went with the flow. I've done it many times, and I can do it again. Change is inevitable unless you're in front of a vending machine. 'Cause sometimes they don't give it. Sometimes they don't give it change back. Yes. That one in the lobby ate my money, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kurt.
It's okay. But like I said, change is inevitable. You have to be ready for it. Be adaptable. Flow like water. As the great Bruce Wee once said.
Alright. Alright, okay. I have to say. On my way. Do you say? Alright. Okay, Kurt. Everybody comes from a different background, right? They all have their own history that shaped them to be who they are today. How would you ensure that every person you come across, regardless of their background or what they've done or who they're affiliated with, that they will be respected they will be treated with respect and fairness?
Well, I don't think there's any way to 100% assure that, because if there's a psycho, what am I supposed to do if they start attacking me? But no matter what, I'm always going to go with my heart forward and my best foot behind it, because I got 2 bad feet, so usually my heart's first. But I always go heart first. I'm never going to make no one feel bad. Even if they try and make me feel bad, I'll still kill them with love. Smother them with kindness. Overwhelm them with smiles. They will not win.
Alright. Okay, so here at DOC, we have, like I said earlier, a couple of core values that we like to do our best to live by. For examples, some of our values include rehabilitation, accountability, forgiveness, integrity, and all that, just to name a few. And they line very closely with the mission of our department. So go ahead and tell me, how do you see your personal values aligning with our department?
I mean, I think it's already hand in hand. I'm probably one of the longest people that's been around that I know in the city that hasn't been doing crime. And always tries to do the right thing. And always tries to help people out. You know, a lot of people are out there for themselves, but I'm out here for the people. So I think that aligns quite nicely.
Alright, Mr. Quigley, everyone's least favorite question. Give me 3 of your strengths.
What?
Go ahead and give me 3 of your biggest strengths.
Sword swallowing. I'm really good at that. Yeah, they used to call me the throat goat in college. I could put anything down there, pull it back up. Also, I'm really good at I can put both Velcro shoes on in less than 5 seconds. I've been practicing that. So I can get ready really fast from the ankles down. I did a somersault once. I rode down a hill. So I'm good at somersaults. I'm not good on horses, though. I'm scared of horses. I saw a horse kick someone once. I'm telling you, I can fit a whole bat down there, handle first.
I believe you, Kurt. I really do. Alright, now go ahead and give me 3 of your weaknesses.
Horses is number 1. I don't know how to ride them. They scare me. They're unpredictable and they kick people. I don't trust horses. I don't know why anyone ever did. That's a weakness. I'm not good with horses. The second one, I wear Velcro because I can't tie my shoes. That's a big problem. So I have to wear slip-ons or Velcro because sometimes my fingies, they forget where they're going. And then my other thing is I can't run real fast, so it's hard to keep up with people sometimes.
Aww.
Yeah, you can underline the horse part. I'm really scared of horses.
Alright, how about this? I'll put 3 lines underneath the horses.
Yay! Thank you. You don't have a horse unit, right?
No, we don't have need for no horse units up here, so you rest assured on that one.
Yay! Donkeys are okay because they're like, I could still probably beat one up, but like horses, you're not winning that fight. If I beat up a donkey, does that mean I'm pounding ass? Oh, sorry, that was unprofessional. See, outside voice. God damn it.
It's okay. It was just very unexpected. I guess technically it does, don't it?
Yeah! I pounded a lot of ass.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying. I guess he likes pounding ass. Oh, I'm fucking breaking, I swear to god. Oh my god, I love this guy.
That's why I'm not allowed at the petting zoos anymore.
Is that why?
What? Oh, damn it! Outside voice, I can't shut.
You pounding a lot of ass at the zoos.
Listen, the donkey look at me the wrong way. I'm squaring up.
How does he look at you that makes you want to square up to them?
I don't know. You just look at me all funny.
They
Because
just-
I always talk shit about the horses, and I think they know.
Oh no, they're
I
watching
think they're in cahoots.
you.
I think they're in cahoots with the
Oh
horses.
no.
It's an ass thing to do, you know, so why wouldn't they do it?
I think I agree with you on that one. Alright. Alright, Mr. Quigley, I got one last question for you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If we were looking to hire you, what are your goal aspirations for the department? Do you want to climb the ranks? Do you have a specific rank you want to reach? Do you look to transfer to a different department in the future? What you thinking?
I don't know right now. I just want to, you know, help people out with the jail, help a DOC out, and go from there. I don't really have any future plans right now. I just want to see if this is the life that I want to live too. So I'm trying it out. I don't, you know, I just want to do my best to help. I'm not out here trying to climb a ladder or nothing. I'm just here for the experience.
So here's my confliction chat. I genuinely don't know if... I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell if he wants to seriously join the department. But fuck, I could imagine him doing it. Right? Like, oh my god, I feel so conflicted.
Maybe being a cop one day would be fun, but
Maybe
to see
one
if-
day. Which department?
I have no idea.
No idea. Just
No,
gonna just
I
gonna
don't
go
even-
with the river, hey?
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know the department's fully or anything about that yet. I don't know anything really. All I know is what Toka's told me occasionally, so
All right.
I'm learning here too.
It's always a learning experience down here.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you have any questions for me, Mr. Quigley, at this time? He's gonna ask me something really fucking sus. I can see it.
Yeah. If you had to pick 2 DOC officers, one's your favorite and one's your second favorite, and they had to fight, who do you think would win?
Oh fuck.
No holds barred. I'm talking, they're getting down and dirty.
Chambers, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, are you in
He's
a
like the
tower?
two
Because it looks like you
toughest.
just been in the same spot the entire time.
I gotta know who's the
PD to
toughest,
DOC.
because then I can take him out.
Send
Send
it.
it.
Sorry, 1 second, Kurt.
195 here via level 1 transport.
You go, I'm just bothering you with questions.
We're in the middle of both of us are doing interviews right now. Can you just go ahead and send that one locally, please?
And 4.
All right, appreciate you.
Of course.
All right. Honestly, probably my lieutenant.
What's your name?
Her name's Eden.
Her name? Oh, she does.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, because the other person she'd be fighting would be too respectable and wouldn't want to throw a fist. So she would kick his ass.
That's good. That's good. So I'm gonna
Alright.
go for her. No,
Oh,
just-
Lord. Alright, so anything else I can do for you, Mr. Quigley? Do you have any other questions?
No. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy, so.
No, it's all good. Oh, don't
Oh.
jump down. Oh,
Yep. No good idea. No good idea. I thought it was like a fireman pole.
no. Oh, very much so not.
Yeah, then I saw there's a whole bunch of things there that'll probably hit me in the nuts on the way down.
Yeah, potentially.
No.
I love Kurt.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, no worries. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go ahead and let you out of here. We're still conducting interviews for the next little bit. So we'll either reach out to you directly on whether or not you've been accepted. Otherwise, you will lose access to, the DOC
Okay.
emails.
No problem. Whatever decision you make, it was a really fun time. Thank you for interviewing me.
Of course, it was a joy.
I like to talk to people.
I can tell you have a certain way of talking with everybody, don't you?
That's why I figured it'd be nice, because half the people in there are going to be like, what the hell, Kurt?
Yeah, that's very true.
Good luck with the rest of your interviews.
Hey, thank you, Kurt. You go have a great evening now, okay?
You too. Thank you so much.
I love Kurt.
And what's your steady, Miss Center?
9551.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to put your hands up and make sure you have nothing in your pockets.
You're gonna laugh. This is gonna be very embarrassing.
Hey, you got your money. All that matters.
What, is it like one of these?
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my god, no, but if you have an extra, I'll take it. Clean, of
Wow.
course. And preferably never used.
Ever used.
But if it's slightly
The crouch walking is diabolical, might I add.
Where'd she go?
Oh, Lord.
Still vibrating.
Alright, who's...
High command, by the way.
Ryan... Deputy Warden, by the way.
I said that too.
Love that.
All right, just give me 2 seconds here before we get started.
Sure.
Okay, sounds good.
I think I'm the last one anyway.
Yeah, I get it. I'm about to take Miss Sinner
Ivan, Ryan,
with me
Sinner.
to the tower.
The what now?
Ivan,
The Warden's Tower is where we'll be conducting the interview.
Ryan, and Sinner.
It's safe.
Yeah, it's just a little office.
Oh, okay. It rained. That's why I didn't want to go up the steps. And
The tower's inside. It's an inside staircase.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Phew, okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's not
You
like
know,
a
I'm
spiral
little-
outside
I'm a little
staircase.
clumsy. This is my first time wearing heels in a long. Yeah.
This might be a weird question. Anybody have food? I wasn't really well equipped. Oh, you have food? When did you get food?
I gave him it.
Collins over here gave me food.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right,
Do you
Miss
guys
Sinner,
know
are
we're
you ready?
cousins?
Yes.
Cousins.
Yep. Our grandma
Alright.
is Maggie May. I don't know if you know who she is.
I know Miss May.
Yeah. He's adopted.
Yeah, my father Guzman abandoned me as a child.
And so our grandma picked him up off the side of the road, and he's been with us ever since.
What's your father's full name?
Joaquin Archibaldo Guzman Lorea.
I call him El Chapo. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. He does.
Oh,
I thought he was El
Lord.
Chapo at first.
All right. Well, Mr. Guzman, are you ready to go?
I have been interviewed already, man.
Oh, you've been interviewed. Oh, fuck. You were
Yes,
with
ma'am.
Collins, weren't you? Okay. Well, my
Yes,
dear,
ma'am.
you were with me then.
All right. Sounds perfect.
All right. Unfortunately, we do have to get a little bit wet going outside, but it'll
That's
be
okay.
okay.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
All right. Go ahead and hop in, my dear.
Sure.
All right, my dear. We're gonna go all the way up to the top of this tower.
Sure.
All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
And all the way up to the top, and you can take a seat.
Perfect.
All right. You go ahead and take a seat, and just give me 2 seconds here to get prepared.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, my dear. What's your state ID?
9552.
All right, Miss Natalie Bay, correct?
Yes, that's me.
All right, perfect. Just double checking your record real quick.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Natalie Bay. Yes, sir. All right, all clear. Nope. Okay, so this is kind of how we're going to do interviews today. Gonna give you the opportunity to more or less introduce yourself to me. From there, I'll do some icebreaker questions, and then we'll go into the bulk of the interview. there's not going to be any right or wrong answers per se. More so, I'm trying to gauge an understanding of who you are as a person and what your thought process is going to be like.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. That's great.
I'm also going to just make it known that I will be recording your answers as we begin, and just to slow it down a little bit and just be very patient with me, because like I said, I'm a little bit of a slow typer and all, or writer here. Because I'm going to use my notebook for this one. I'm not going to use EMDT. All right.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
So yeah, just be a little bit patient with me, because my writing is not the greatest and it's not the fastest.
It's okay. Let me know if you need me to repeat anything.
All right, will do. All right, so you go ahead. You introduce yourself to me as if you're meeting me for the first time. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself too.
Perfect. So my name is Natalie Bay. If you're not familiar with my last name, I do have 2 sisters. And obviously my grandmother is Maggie May, as you've heard downstairs. My 2 sisters are Nana and Nicole. We don't speak. We're not on speaking terms. They chose a life of crime while I chose to, remain with our family in a different city. And, I just flew into this city now, with an education under my belt, unlike them. So, we chose different career paths, let's say. So I am new to this city, so to speak, but honestly, I am just looking forward to, the DOC experience. I've heard great things about the program, and basically, I'm a very chill and level-headed person. I've never been into like any kind of confrontation or anything like that. So I'm very different from my sisters. I guess that's what set me apart from them. I have 2 cousins in the city, excuse me, that are also, we have a very mixed family. So I grew up around a lot of different personalities and different kinds of people. But at the end of the day, I'm just very, I guess, different from the rest of my family, in a sense. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else.
All right. All right. Anything else to add to that, or are you still thinking?
I don't believe so.
All right. No worries. I do have a couple of icebreaker questions for you now, if you're ready.
Sure.
All righty. You have an option between pancakes or waffles. Which one you going with?
I've had this discussion before. I'm definitely going with waffles.
Okay.
Need an explanation as to why?
Yes.
I prefer waffles. I think, 1, I think they're kind of a neat shape, and 2, I like the fact that there's like grooves, so when the butter and the syrup like can melt together, and when you cut into the waffle and eat the waffle, there's like the little dips of syrup and butter. It's just like my favorite part. Plus, they're way more fun to eat than pancakes. Take a little bit more time, but
fair enough. No one's ever quite explained it quite like that, so I appreciate you. All right. So next question got for you. You have an option between a hamburger where it's a bun patty and a bun, no condiments ever available to you, or you can choose a hot dog that will always be wrapped in a tortilla bread that you can have any condiment to your heart's desire on that one. What you choosing?
Oh man, this is a tough one. Okay, as much as it sounds like I'm a boring person, I'm definitely going to choose the hamburger with no condiments, because 1, I don't like tortillas, like flour tortillas, so that would just turn me off from the hot dog experience, I think. Even with all the condiments, I don't think I could recover from the wrap being around the hot dog.
You know what? Fair enough. All right, and now I'm going to ask you the most vague question you've gone probably hear for a long time.
Oh no, okay.
Yes or no, and why?
Yes or no, and why?
Yep.
That is a very vague question. I think yes, because it opens you to more opportunities than no.
Okay, fair enough. A very good, valid point.
It's a good question.
I know, it always sums to everybody. Everyone's a little bit, that's it, every time I ask, so. Alright. We're gonna go right into it now, okay?
That sounds good.
Okay, can you go ahead and describe for me a time where you personally witnessed someone behaving unethically or unfairly, and how did you handle that situation?
Well, truly, I feel like every day waking up in this city, you see something unethical or, on that sort of line. But in my personal experience, I witnessed a store robbery and. Wait, can you repeat the rest of that question? I just want to make sure I hit all of your points.
Just describe a time where you witnessed someone behaving unethically or unfairly, and how did you handle that situation?
Okay. So I did witness a store robbery while also working at said store. It was a jewelry store, and they were attempting to rob said jewelry store. And as a employee of that establishment, I had to act quickly to kind of distract said robber without causing a very large scene. So that way that my other employee could call the cops and hopefully stop them from stealing. It's just kind of, in that moment, it's just kind of like you have to act naturally, you have to act quickly, and you have to kind of act on like fight or flight kind of, because, you don't want to like lead on that you're aware of their stealing so that they panic and, elevate the situation. But at the same time, like, we have to act quickly so that way we can get the cops called, and the cops immediately showed up and actually arrested those people that were trying to steal. So in that moment, it's kind of like, yes, they're stealing, but why are they doing it? Was always the question that I had in the back of my head. I never really got the answer to that, but it's kind of how we had to handle it. So I had to, de-escalate the situation without escalating it further.
Oh, I'm sure that must have been a very scary experience for you.
It was, yeah, it was really intense.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. The fuck is going on?
I appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. Sorry.
Okay, so can you go ahead now and explain to me what integrity means to you, and why do you think it might be important to have in a corrections environment?
Yeah, of course. I think that integrity means that, I'm performing at my highest caliber of honesty. Having integrity to me means that I'm being the truest form of myself and being the most honest with myself and to others. Sorry if you hear a dog in my voice, just ignore that.
Oh, I've not heard anything. You're good, my dear.
Okay, great. And then just alongside integrity is just like having strong morals and like knowing right from wrong and making, you know, the proper decision and having, you know, I guess like ethics. But I believe that integrity is so crucial in the DOC and like this corrections environment because we're fighting to, you know, reform civilians, like criminals who have committed crimes, whether they be small or large. You know, they're still on the scale of being wrong and breaking the law. So you're constantly fighting that battle to reform and to change and to have good integrity and go in with strong morals. You have to have strong morals or you're just going to kind of get run over by the criminals or being taken advantage of or, you know, basically beaten down by the inmates, you know. So just when faced with, you know, adversity like dealing with criminals or dealing with issues with inside the prison, you have to have some kind of strong ethics to fall back on.
Fucking Stevie, oh my god. Alright. Alright. Go ahead and explain to me how you would approach a situation where you find two inmates in a very heated argument. What steps would you take for de-escalation?
So de-escalating is crucial in this environment. You don't ever want to escalate a situation where it could harm yourself, the inmates, or anybody else around. So basically, you want to like, if you can't talk them, you know, into like not submission, but into, you know, a more calm, not as hostile environment, maybe separate them. You want to de-escalate by first removing.
It is not a taco.
Both individuals from the space, whether that be putting one in a different room from the other, kind of letting them cool down, because in the moment emotions are running high. People are very prone to, you know, basically like sparking that flame and just kind of crashing out. And, you know, you got to be, as the corrections officer, you got to be the one to, you know, figure out the best way to de-escalate and to calm that situation down. So whether that be removing them or by talking to them separately, together, calmly, finding a common ground. Sorry, I'm just stopping so that way you can write and I don't keep yapping.
Appreciate you. You're definitely helping.
Just basically remembering that you have all of the control and you have to remain in control in these situations. Listen to both sides of the story and understand that these are still people at the end of the day. They're criminals, yes, but they've done wrong things, but they're still people and they need to be treated as such. At the end of the day, making sure nobody gets hurt either.
All right. I love arguing with your titles. No, not allowed. Denied. Okay, can you go ahead and now provide an example? Oh, I might have skipped the question. 1 second. No, I'm on track. Okay. Can you go ahead? Yeah, I'm just kind of a little scatterbrained today. I do apologize.
It's okay.
Can you go ahead and give me an example of a time where you've had to work as part of a team? In that team, what role did you play and how did you contribute to the team's success?
Okay, sorry. So I do, you know, working as a team comes naturally, especially with my family, the being the size and, you know, how large of a family we have. You know, I work together every day with my family to ensure that, you know, we are providing for ourselves and providing for the family. You know, we still live with our grandma every now and again now that we're all moved out. But, you know, growing up, you have to like work together as a family to live, you know. So let me think of an example. Because kind of we argue a lot, so I'm gonna be honest. Like sometimes working together isn't always a great thing, but I feel like, hold on, let me think of my example really quick. The hell?
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore it. Hey Collins, when you head out there, can you figure out who the hell's on the goddamn moped?
10-4.
Well, the only thing I can think of at the moment for, you know, when we work together, because, you know, I don't have, I'm blanking on my example that I had prepared in my head. But basically, we work together as a family, myself, my cousins, by, you know, helping our grandmother run the VU. So even as young teenagers, we were helping her run the business. We would work together, you know, Ivan would work the front door and we would work, you know, in the back, helping grandma with the math. She was never really good at math. So, you know, as a team, we would work together to help our grandma Maggie, you know, successfully run the VU. Now that we're older, we don't work there anymore, but I think that teamwork and helping each other out in a group setting is the most important thing, because without
Well, I
each
figured out who's
other,
on the moped. Do you want me to
wouldn't
stab
have,
them,
you know,
or
we
since
wouldn't
they're not
have
necessarily doing
probably
anything
gotten as far as
harmful?
we did in the world.
I'm so sorry, give me 1 second.
You're
Who is
good.
it?
It's Dez. It's, was one of the inmates' friends.
Fuck. Oh. How long is her friend gone?
Well, here's the thing: the friend either came out or he took a nap in the yard. So
Okay, well, someone's running up to visitation now, so that could be them.
my MDT's not refreshing him. All right, now it's working.
He's got a few months left. See if he'll come in just to do some visitation with his friend or something. Alright, I'm so terribly sorry. You would help your grandma in the back, have him work the front. Now that you're older, you don't necessarily work at the VU no more. I
He's,
was up
visiting
to
with
that
me now.
point.
But basically, just like us helping our grandmother and working as a team to successfully run the VU while she was, you know, you've met Maggie. Anyway, you know, we would work as a team, as a family, and run a business. So we've, you know, grown up working together for a while. But I think that working as a team, especially in this setting, is incredibly important, just because without, you know, the help of each other, the justice system, as well as like DOC and everything, is run as like a machine. So without, you know, a missing part of the machine, it doesn't run as well or as efficient.
hot dogs or corn dogs, basically. I don't care. Stop it. None of that. Fuck off. Somebody's clocked in. Oh, it's Vamps. Boy, don't laugh at me. Okay, thank you for that. If at any point you were ever faced with a very difficult decision, one that would affect the safety of others, how would you personally go about making that decision?
At the end of the day, I have to trust my instincts, trust what I've been taught, and, you know, use my common sense as well as critical thinking to kind of decipher what would be in the best interest of, you know, those around me. If it's going to harm everybody around me, if it's going to harm myself, if it's going to harm the individual, or whatever the situation might be, I have to take into account for all of that and assess what would be the most beneficial as well as the most safe option. You know, incredibly difficult situations require a lot of critical thinking, but sometimes in this industry you don't get a lot of time to think. You just kind of have to act. So I would have to rely on, you know,
'Cause I
my
said
instincts
so.
and what I would think is right in the moment.
Do any of you guys, chat, ever sit there as you're typing and close your eyes because you genuinely type faster when your eyes are closed? Not faster, but like more accurate and better? That is literally what I'm having to do right now because I'm struggling to keep up. Okay. Evidently, you know, with difficult decisions, there also comes to the fact that there will be a time where you'll have a commanding officer giving you a particular order that you in no way, shape, or form agree with. So, after disagreeing with your commanding officer, how would you handle that situation while maintaining a high level of professionalism?
Did I directly like ignore his or her?
Here, let me reword it then.
Sure.
If you disagreed with commanding officer giving an order, how would you handle that situation while maintaining that level of professionalism?
So in that situation, obviously obviously he or she is my higher command, so I do have, you know, I do have to take that into consideration when making the call. At the end of the day, you know, they know what's best and they're doing what they think is best, and it might not, you know, always agree. I might not always agree or think that's the right decision, but at the end of the day, you know, I still have to respect my chain of command. So I would do what it would take to, unless it was completely like in the wrong, like where, you know, it would be hurting myself, hurting them, hurting, you know, the, you know, the criminal or the, you know, the criminal in the act, whatever. I would most likely have to do as the high command says. However, you know, I would like to probably speak to them and maybe discuss it after the situation were to have happened. But like I said, unless it was like a situation where I completely couldn't logically or ethically do what they asked me to do, like at the end of the day, it's not my decision. I listen to you guys. You tell me what to do, and then if I have an issue, I bring it to you. Excuse me, I'm gonna turn my phone on silent.
All right. Okay, you ready for the next question?
Yeah.
All right. How do you believe empathy plays a role when working with corrections environments? And can you give me an example of how you would demonstrate empathy in any interactions you have with inmates?
Yeah, of course. So basically, empathy to me means that you have like a direct understanding of the situation, but also of the people that are involved's feelings. And you're taking that into consideration when in the moment. So basically, in the DOC environment, I know it's always hard. People always cross empathy, you know. People are either too empathetic or not empathetic enough. And you have to kind of tread that fine line where you don't want to be too empathetic, especially in this industry. You'll get, you know, you'll get basically run over by the criminals and taken advantage of. But if you're not
Radio check.
empathetic enough, you can be seen
10-2.
as cold-hearted or, you know, ruthless. But you have to understand that, like, again, you're dealing with people who have done bad things, sure, but at the end of the day, they're still people like you and I. You have to understand that they did a bad thing, and maybe they do feel bad about it, maybe they don't, but you have to understand, try to find that understanding, and you kind of have to, like, build a relationship with, you know, with that person. That way they can trust you. It's like based on trust. Once they trust you and you have that strong foundation, you know, you could easily help to maybe reform said criminal, and maybe you won't see them in the prison again, and maybe they'll go off and be a better person for the city. You know, and you would be you know, you're showing empathy to that person in the right amount. If you're overly empathetic, you know, they'll see that as a weakness and take advantage of your kindness, of your niceness. And that can be seen as a weakness. Being non-empathetic or unempathetic, you could basically be, you would just have no relationship. You wouldn't be able to build a relationship with another person if you lack empathy. People just don't respond well to that.
Okay, perfect. Can you go ahead now and describe a situation where you personally made a mistake? How did you handle it, and what did you learn from that experience? I'm doing good, Real Town. You know, just vibing, struggle busting my way through life one day at a time, as always.
Sorry. So a time where I made a mistake would be when I was a little bit younger. I got pulled over for speeding. You know, it was an honest mistake. It was still a mistake at the end of the day, and it was a kind of a higher criminal amount of speed that I was driving at. And, you know, I got pulled over. I got, you know, kind of like a ticket for it. I got a talking to about it when I was younger. And, you know, looking back on it, it was a criminal amount of speed. It could have actually really hurt somebody. And, you know, I had to kind of assess the fact that what I was doing was incredibly wrong, and I definitely could have hurt somebody, and I'm lucky I didn't. But, you know, at the end of the day, I made the mistake. I don't have a record, and I am really, really hold on one second. And I am sure to drive the right amount of speed when I'm behind the wheel. And what was the other part of that question?
Just basically how did you handle it and what did you learn from the experience, which you kind of covered already.
Yeah.
Someone for is going to send me 60 autos for a little bit.
Four. Alright. So, granted, any environment, but more specifically a corrections environment, can easily become very unpredictable. How do you personally feel you handle changes or unexpected situations as they arise?
I think, especially now as I'm older, I feel like I'm very, not necessarily calm, but very like level-headed. I'm always ready to kind of react whenever anything is to change or happen around me. I'm very aware of my surroundings, I would say. So I'm quite confident that in the DOC setting that I would be alert and respondent to anything that were to happen. Yes, it is very, very very random things can happen throughout the day. So, that'll definitely keep me on my toes, but I definitely think that I am like receptive to change
How do you, Rebecca?
and can counteract back like adequately.
Oh, that just knocks me off my full train of thought. Fuck. Alright. Gonna turn my radio down more. Okay. How would you, in a, well, evidently in a corrections role, how would you ensure that all individuals, regardless of their backgrounds, because let's be honest, we see everybody from all different backgrounds, they all have their own history that shaped them to be who they are today. How would you ensure that every single one of them is treated with respect and fairness in this role?
So I would ensure, it's just basic human decency. So I would make sure that everyone feels as though they're being treated fairly and equally. No one's getting special, treatment. No one's getting neglected. I would make sure that, not only my fellow coworkers as well as the people within the prison were being treated fairly. Making sure that they had all the necessary, food, water, basic human rights, I think is really lost within the DOC sometimes. Some people just see criminals behind bars, and then the criminals see, just want to be cops, basically. So I think it's only fair that, everybody gets treated with the same. No one's above anybody else, within a certain aspect. Obviously, we as corrections officers would be, the ones in control of a situation. But again, at the end of the day, it still circles back to us being considered people. And, we're still, no matter our anything else, or no matter our background, no matter, how we were born, we're still people at the end of the day. So, just basically treating people as they are, as people, not speaking down to them just because they're criminals or behind bars or because they've done something terrible, and, treating my coworkers with the equal amount of respect that I'm given. I'm missing any part of that question.
No, you answered it very well. Alright, so over here at DOC, we have a couple of core values that line very closely with the mission of our department. Some of those values include rehabilitation, accountability, forgiveness, integrity, just to name a few. So, can you tell me how you feel your values align with our department?
Yeah, of course. I think I said, hold on, let me 1 second. I think in my application, I think I said that integrity, leadership, and emotional stability, like all of those things are super important to me as a person, and I think that aligns really well with what DOC prides itself on. I believe that integrity, like I stated earlier, that integrity is super important, especially to have as a person, but especially as a DOC officer. You want to hold yourself to a standard of moral, of high morals, basically. And I think that I myself hold myself to an incredibly high standard, and I hope to convey that, within the work that I do here at DOC. I want to ensure that everybody is treated fairly, nobody's getting any special treatment, and that, we're all seen as people. I feel like a lot of times on both sides we lose that. And I want to make sure that, while working, everybody is being treated as they should. You know, being here is never a fun time for them, as well as sometimes it's not a fun time for us. But I think that DOC has really high standards, and I hope that that conveys, I hope that I can convey some of the standards that I hold for myself over to DOC as well.
Alright. Okay, can you go ahead and give me what you feel are your 3 strengths?
I believe my 3 strengths would be my ability to react to a situation. I think that I'm able to confidently react to situations that are thrown at me. I think my ability to kind of de-escalate a situation is also is a good strength to have as well. I've broken up many a fight or two before in my family, so I would know, how to kind of talk people down. And then overall, just my, I guess, commitment. I'm very committed to anything that I do. So, when it comes to DOC, I'm committed to ensuring that, while I'm at work and while I'm working under, for the government, I am giving my 110% at all times.
Alright, now on the other side of that, can you go ahead and give me 3 of your personal weaknesses?
Yeah, of course.
back 1041.
I feel like the weaknesses are always sometimes easier to give
10-4.
because I'm always trying to reflect on them. Let me see. So sometimes I feel like I overthink some things, maybe after they are done. So after, something that didn't go correctly at work one day, I tend to kind of bring that home with me sometimes. I don't know if that's really considered a weakness, but I tend to do that. Have a lot of self-criticism, I guess. I feel like I could also work on trying to figure out how to improve. Sorry, give me 2 seconds.
No worries. Oh, stretch. Oh my god.
I feel like okay, sorry. I feel like sometimes I get distracted. You know, I have a lot of distractions sometimes in my head that I need to work on. But let's see what else. Sometimes I'm a little chaotic, like sometimes I'm unorganized, I would say. That's probably one of my bigger weaknesses is being unorganized. I always get everything done, just, you know, maybe in a little bit of a chaotic fashion. And so and then sometimes I think my lack of like confidence and or like sometimes I get shy or like talking like public speaking. Please don't ever make me public speak.
Alright, no worries, hun. I don't think we ever really do much public speaking besides when we just scream our heads off at crowds.
Yeah, that I could probably do.
Alright, perfect. Alright. So now why don't you go ahead and tell me what your career aspirations are? We're not gonna sugarcoat it. Evidently, a lot of people come to DOC with the intention of transferring out at a later time. Some people have an interest in staying with us for the long run. They want to train others. They want to train the next generation. They want to reach some level of command. What are you thinking? What do you want to do?
So as of right now, I do want to eventually transfer out, but I do want to learn everything that I can at DOC. Like, I don't want to just rush through DOC and like in hopes of getting, you know, to reach PD. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to first learn, you know, everything from this would be like my first time doing anything in PDs or anything in DOC. So I think definitely taking everything into perspective, like learning everything I can from DOC, doing everything that I can for DOC until, you know, I've learned everything that I possibly could and, you know, feel confident and you or any of the higher command feel confident enough to send me to, you know, LSPD or BCSO, whatever that, you know, whenever that time is. I'm in no hurry. But at the same time, I think my end goal would be to transfer out at some point. I mean, that could change, obviously, depending on how DOC goes. But as of now, it is, yes, to transfer out. But I do want to learn, like, everything possible. I feel like that would only help with my future.
Alright. Okay, Mario, that is kind of the end of the questions I have for you. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't believe so. I don't think I have any at the moment.
Alright, well, no worries about that. So what's going to happen now is we're not relaying if people have been accepted or denied just yet. We're waiting until we get through the rest of the interviews.
Sure.
What will happen is if you are accepted, we will reach out to you. If you are not accepted, you will just simply lose access to the DOC emails, and you'll see that you won't have rules anymore.
Okay.
Besides that, thank you for coming on down to the pen. I really do appreciate your time. And
thank you for
hopefully you'll
setting all this
be
up.
yeah, no worries. Hopefully you'll be hearing back from us soon.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
No problem. All right, let's get you out of here. Ooh. There we go. All right, my dear, you're all good to go from here. Thank you for your time. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
No problem. Ah, fuck. I need food. Alright, how's it going in here?
I think that's it.
Alright. Okay, interview done. How many is that leave now? Two, three, four, five, 6, 7.
I will say Chris Castle was the one that came in at the end of last Sue,
Mhm.
and I wasn't able to get to him. So wow.
Thank you for your generous contribution to the Department of Corrections.
What's that, a fucking tax write-off or something?
You know what? Sure.
That's good progress on a lot of interviews, though.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's how it was gonna go.
And I'll get Ali when he comes in late tonight.
All right.
Yeah, though, but what's that? After him, it's only be 4 left. Lissa, Miranda, Chris, and Jeremiah.
Yeah, no, I
That's-
guess.
I'll take that every day of the week. I think at this time though, Chambers, I am going to 42.
Yeah, that's fire. It's been a long night already.
Yeah, I'll come back in for Allie's interview whenever they come around. Miss Vamps is in the office. I told her that she is eligible for her phase 2 whenever she's ready.
Yeah, she's aware of that.
Okay. All right, sounds good. I'm going to 42 for now.
Yeah, I'm not that far behind you. It's been a day.
I'm going to do a magic trick real quick.
You son of a bitch. Alrighty. I'm actually fucking hungry right now. Stomach's hurting. There's really... Oh. Chip, what the fuck? Where's Chip? Chip.
Hello.
What the hell am I reading in the MDT?
The report that I made?
Yeah!
Yeah, I mean, it's about as accurate as it gets.
Oh my god, I didn't realize you could create reports too.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, just to fix shit like that, you know?
Oh my lord.
Yep. I gotta have a meeting real quick. I'll give you a buzz as soon as I'm done.
How long's your meeting gonna be?
I don't know, not that long, I don't think.
Alright, I'm only gonna be awake for a little bit longer. It's been a day.
Alright, no problem.
Alright. Talk to you. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, let's see what's poppin'. Isabella. Toka's on duty. Oh, he's at a scene. Oh, sad. Wait. Four, 5. Here's Jeremiah. Archer. Oh, they on chase. They going. Okay. Is he actively a part of this scene, or? How many units are attached to this? Jesus. So this is one chase. That's another chase. That might be becoming a combined chase. No, they split. Chip, rocket ship, what can I do for you?
My meeting's over. It was a quick meeting, I said.
Oh,
Okay, so what were we saying? Refresh my memory again, because I'm slow.
I was laughing over your newest MDT report.
Yes, yeah. That I can do reports, and I've done that a few times. I've done about 5 reports ever. They mostly consist of exactly that.
Oh damn. Hang on, I'm looking for this. Oh my god. License fix, ID exemption, license fix, void.
Yep.
Damn.
So now you have to do what you gotta do, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, we've now officially gotten through, I think, like 3/4 of all of our applicants at the moment.
Oh my god, you're hiring, aren't you? I had somebody who wanted to work for you. Kurt, did he apply?
Yeah, he applied.
Love Kurt. Kurt's a great guy.
Oh. No, I'm knackered right now.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I hope you take it easy.
No, I'm trying to, but I can't take it easy yet. I gotta get shit figured out for the next few days.
Oh shit. All right. Well, I would ask for permission to land in your airspace again, but that sounds like a terrible idea because my plane is just gonna fucking Houdini again.
Damn, that's crazy.
My plane just doesn't like me like that.
Apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, well, we really need to do a spiritual get-together one of these days.
Yeah, we do. You let me know.
Alright, will do.
Alrighty, you be easy.
Wait, how long are you gonna be awake for?
Another hour or so.
Damn, okay. Alright, well, I'll leave you to it. You keep putting names, criminals, and, you keep doing you. Fuck.
Jesus Christ, you are delirious. All right, have a great night.
Have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm fucking struggle busting. $702 is gonna be going 42. Have a good night.
10-4. Have a good night.
Alright, chat. Give me a second. I wonder if any of the officers are currently like streaming those chases. No, like none of those officers. Oh no, Toka is. Toka's in the thick of it. I think. Oh, he's stuck in the tunnels. I'm definitely sending you guys over to Toka again. Go show some love. Don't be too mean to him. I'm not sure what happened to his vehicle, but he's currently on foot in the tunnels. So, like I said, go ahead and show some love. Hopefully I see you guys in probably tomorrow's stream. If not tomorrow, then Friday. Because honestly, I could probably use a day break this week and just get some of the next few days planned and figured out and sorted and just started. So, yes, thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hydrate, don't dehydrate. Take care of yourselves, and I do hope to see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, everybody.